and like a Zima, probably not getting anything.
I agree. I guess
with a current beverage.
People still love a poodle.
I'm going to say it all depends. I mean, I think my dogs are super cute, but they're big and they're pit bulls. So, like, some people like some things, Doug.
Yeah. And some people don't like
other. And dogs are a situation to where some people do like the smaller,
I do,
yappier dog.
I prefer the lap dog.
Yeah.
I'll counterpoint Iggy. I have on my Hinge profile a picture of me and my sister's very tiny little dog, and that
You're not
picture.
getting laid, are you?
No, that picture has proven to be successful.
Yes,
really?
It shows that you're not a serial killer.
So on Hinge, it shows you what picture the girl liked.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I would say more times than not, they like the picture of me and the dog. Maybe like second or third most. Here, I'll pull it up, the picture.
And has that led to a lot of romance for you?
Has that led to a lot of romance for me?
Yeah, the dog picture.
Hinge is certainly the one.
It's not a poodle.
That's not a very big dog.
No, but it's not a poodle.
Hinge is certainly the app where I found the most success. Like I've gotten the most dates off of Hinge than any other app.
Me and Madison met on Tinder.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to tell that story. I'm not.
That's how people meet nowadays.
I mean, that's just how it is. Especially for me, I don't know people. I didn't know people in the area.
Here's what I'm gonna do
now, but at the time, I didn't know.
I'm gonna go to a pet store today.
Are you?
And I'm just going to sit down on the floor holding a bunny, and then I'm going to put that on
Bumble.
Hinge
or
Bumble. See what happens.
You think they'll let you take the bunny out of the
I think
cage?
sitting on like a store floor with a bunny.
Maybe if it's a gerbil, you'd have better
that
luck.
may look a little odd. That's just me.
Just cuddling a bunny. See what happens.
No, literally, just pick up a bag of dog food and walk around the store. Like, even doing that. Just showcasing that you could potentially have an animal at home that you're taking care of.
You want one.
And then a female will come up, and that's a conversation starter. Now, you don't have a dog. That's going to be a problem moving forward. But it's a good icebreaker.
Is it possible to rent your dog out to someone looking for a conversation starter?
If there is, I would love to rent out my 3 dogs, any one of them, for
Just someone
a 2-hour
just
time
looking
period.
to meet somebody? Yeah.
That, or even photo ops. If you want to come over to the house for 10, 20 minutes and take a couple candids
nice
with
little
dogs.
cottage industry.
What would that cost a fellow? Charge him,
$20.
Yeah.
You'll be evicted the next day.
Yeah, I've already started a lot of illegal business, and as you know it, in my apartment. So.
It'd be a waste for me, because once they find out that I'm not doing any work in the bedroom, having a dog wouldn't matter.
Yeah, I was going to say, you still have to perform and be a human after you pick up the girl with the dog.
Yeah.
Plowsy hit the lottery. How does he find the one woman that was searching for a lesbian stick figure on Tinder?
Look,
it's from Mudfingies.
I think about that a lot. I can't believe how lucky I am.
Yeah.
And how random Tinder is, because it's more than most a hookup, more so a hookup app, or was when I was using it 5 or 6 years ago.
It's funny, because I go on Tinder. I don't use it anymore.
Twitter and Tinder.
Twitter and Tinder. I'm not paying anymore. But everyone I see on Tinder, you look at it, says, not looking for a one-night stand, looking for romance, looking for romance, looking for one.
They always.
Nobody says. So is that basically just I'm lying? Or do they just say, I'm just looking to have sex?
And no. With a guy, you never want to do the one-night stand thing. You look creepy. It looks like you're just slaying through them, and there's a lot of females that are a little more conservative. Maybe they're not looking for long-term, and maybe you do hook them up with them on the first date.
Well, maybe.
But that's up to them.
Sure
and now you're making it a mandate that that's the only thing that they're getting. So I think, there's common... Maybe we should write a book, Doug, about
no woman wants to be.
Well, we are studs.
No woman wants to be seen as easy. What kind of a girl would go on there and say, "I'm looking for a one-night stand"?
I've seen it, but it's rare. It's rare, and usually, no offense to any, it's just not a girl that you would necessarily.
They'd have to be pretty desperate, right?
I'm just saying it's a rare thing where I've seen where they would be like.
Why are girls any different than guys? A lot of guys are just looking to go have sex.
Right, but you don't necessarily want to vocal, and I don't think it's like a moral thing. I just think like for appearances, you don't want to appear to be like I'm just on here looking for strange.
Well, especially if your friends see you, because I've seen. It's funny to me when I just search it. I don't use it anymore because every time you see somebody, 1995, you can find out who that is, but. It says who your friends are on Facebook, mutual friends. And I said, God, look at all the people they know that I know.
Yeah.
So I just call one of these people and say, do you know this girl? Just
Tinder? This is on Tinder?
Maybe it's on Facebook Marketplace.
Well,
that's a whole different thing.
Is that a
you
dating
can find
app?
women on Facebook Marketplace.
There's a Facebook dating.
Come to your house if you're trying to
It's
sell
the new
a chest of
Craigslist.
drawers.
There's a Facebook dating, I think.
Is there?
There's one that I see that has your mutual friends on Facebook.
That would
And it's
probably
one of the
Facebook.
one you can swipe left and right.
Sweep on Twinder.
Sweep left and right. And it says who your mutual friends are on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I say, oh, this is like the fourth one that knows this guy.
Is it 3 Larry Nichols?
Yeah. So, no. And then I see people I know, which is odd.
Oh, dude, like in a town like Canton, so you're swiping like Peoria too, because I talked to my buddies who still are around that area, and dude, that's a hard area. One, not a lot of crop, and two, like if you've lived there long enough, you've seen a lot. Even in the smaller towns, you kind of know people, so it's just got to be just a reunion on Tinder. Know her. Yep, my brother hooked up with her.
Maybe that's a chance to actually hook up with someone that you always wanted to, but you didn't have the nerve to talk to.
You mean the prom queen 8 years ago that's now working at the Dollar General?
Could be.
Iggy, maybe you'd be better off with a picture with a pet moth. That's from a lawyer.
A what?
A pet moth instead of a bunny.
I do like how you
Moth.
went with bunny.
Well, I'm just something feminine.
Yeah.
There are many dudes that have pet bunnies.
I don't know what this text means, but I'm going to read it anyways. Milky isn't having sex with anyone. Head back to the me, myself, and Irene set. That's from the 314. You talking about me?
I don't know.
You, I don't get
Anytime
this.
someone says something about like really pale skin.
Well, I've been
it's
called
so much
leather,
me.
so I'm not milky.
Is Ken old and dumb or dumb and old? That's from Arbor Day.
A little of both, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of one, a little of the other.
I guess everyone's just a little dumb.
Ryan Kelly, the home loan expert, is with us. Ryan, rates are still going up. Is it a good time to buy a house still?
Absolutely, Doug. It truly is. We have a saying at the Home Loan Expert office. You marry the house, you date the rate. You fall in love with the house. You're going to be there for a while. But the mortgage, you're probably going to refinance that along the way. Let me give you a great explanation of how this is a perfect time to buy a home. Let's say the house is for sale for $400,000. A year ago, with multiple offers, you might have had to spend $450,000 or $475,000 to buy that house. But now, in officially a buyer's market, you might be able to get that same house for $350,000. So homes are selling for less, and that's great. Now, mortgage rates are up, but don't let that scare you. Again, you marry the house, you date the rate. Mortgage rates will come back down at some point, and at thehomeloanexpert.com, we will refinance you with no fees to help keep that payment down. So again, it's a great time to buy a home. Don't let a little higher interest rate scare you. We'll refinance you without fees when the time's right. So, got questions? Ready to get pre-approved? Visit thehomeloanexpert.com.
Munganess, St. Louis Acura, and Alton Toyota, the presenting sponsor of Balloon Party on 101 ESPN, and the longtime 7 o'clock hour sponsor on TMA, and the official automotive provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. They have a secret number for our listeners to call or text with any questions or requests they may have. 314-252-0029. Call or text that number. Go shopping at stlouisacura.com or altontoyota.com.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I am here with a wonderful sponsor of TMA, and that is Longo Biggs Injury Law Firm. And this is something that I experienced, as a matter of fact, years ago. If you get a call from an insurance agency, if you were in an accident, they are not necessarily working on your side. Isn't that right?
Yeah, Tim. I mean, in almost every case, there's going to be an insurance company involved. They typically insure whoever caused the injuries to you by the person or the business that caused it. And unfortunately, from the moment your case begins, the insurance company is actually working against you, trying to minimize their payout. You might get a call from somebody who seems like to be a really nice person who's just trying to see how you're doing, but their goal is actually to get some information out of you to turn around and use it later to show that you're not as hurt as you actually are. Insurance companies have specialized systems and thousands of workers who follow a playbook to pay you as little money as possible when you're hurt. This is Doug Biggs, and my injury law firm hates insurance companies and their deceitful tactics, and we'll make a fair fight out of it. Visit our website or Google Longo Biggs Injury Law.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
I will tell you this. I don't know if you can find a better place to get your work in than Family Golf and Learning Center if you want to become a better golfer. The driving range is absolutely phenomenal, but the short game area is where you are going to shave strokes off your game. It's Family Golf and Learning Center. Enjoy lunch or dinner on the terrace and wonderful patio on the back nine, bar and grill, plus the incredible golf amenities at Family Golf. Learn, practice, play your best. FamilyGolfOnline.com.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, The Plowboy, and Action Jackson.
7:07 in St. Louis. You're listening to the Ryan Kelly Morning After. We're in the Munganess St. Louis Acura Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour. Welcome, friends, to the Michelob Ultra Studios. Timothy Michael McKernan, Douglas Sullivan Vaughn, Kenneth Iggy Strode, the Plowhawk, and Action Jackson with you. And Doug, now begins the process of the Totem Week. Oh,
Totem Week.
How do
Okay.
you do? Maggie O'Brien's tonight, the EDF group presentation of the Totem pre-party. Lisa Ann in attendance for what's expected to be a very erotic Lisa Ann dating game.
No, why would it be erotic?
Sapphic play.
Oh, anything goes? Texas rules?
That's right.
Why not? This is an establishment, so I wouldn't say anything goes.
No, it doesn't.
Inside.
I bet Eddie McVeigh'd say anything goes.
Probably so, yeah.
So Maggie O'Brien's tonight, 7 o'clock. Come one, come all. And then tomorrow, this time tomorrow, we'll be broadcasting from Normandy for day one of the 7th annual Michelob Ultra Totem. Also presented by the wonderful people at Munganess St. Louis Acura and Alton Toyota. And Family Golf. Balls in the air at 10:30. Lay a foundation for your golf game with Donut Drive-In in the morning and get yourself, and they will, get yourself a break at the turn with Rockstar Tacos, and then afterwards enjoy some libations and some Rockstar Smash Burgers under the pavilion. You'll also have a chance to win $2,500 with a putt on the 18th green. Oh, Bill.
And how's that going to work? How exactly does that work? Do you know?
So I think I don't know what the price is. It varies by event, but you buy as many putts as you want, and the top 5 or top 10 closest to the hole, then those 10 people, let's say it's 10.
10, okay.
Then gather, as friends do, on the 18th from a specific location, and whoever either makes it, which is highly unlikely because it's a very long putt, or gets it closest, then gets one putt. One chance with thousands of patrons surrounding that 18th green to roll it in for $2,500.
Don't leave it short.
There is a chance. I mean, we've seen some ridiculous putts. I mean, you at Meadowbrook, you had 2 40-ish footer. One for
Maybe
sure,
80
the first
feet.
one.
Probably closer to 80. Halo in 1990.
You came
Is that
close.
Medina?
Remember, guess, what was that, a $5,000 putt?
See, what happened, did you say don't leave it short or Plowhawk?
I said don't leave it short.
Yeah, I
What
think Doug
happens
said
is,
that.
in that situation, I want to talk to the person who's going to have this putt tomorrow. It's probably me.
I agree.
I agree, too.
Oh, God, Iggy.
God, I'm in agreement.
I don't know if I'm eligible.
It would look rigged. I guess you can't rig making
rig
a
a
putt
golf ball.
unless the ball was on a string or something.
Like Bedard going to the Blackhawks.
Right.
Kevin Weeks knew it in advance. That you get told don't leave it short, and then it gets in your head.
Yeah.
Were you there when I had that putt, or you already left?
Yeah, I helped you read it, and I was behind the
That's right. Iggy can read putts like the Dickens, way better than I can. And then you're like, oh, there's a bunch of people watching. You don't want to leave it short. But the way to putt, sometimes you're going to leave it short. It's not. It's a. You know, I suppose if you're already in your team game with like a par, and you might as well go after it. You have nothing to lose, and if it's a chip or something like that. But sometimes the proper read is to is to hit it with the right speed, because otherwise if you hit it too firm, then it takes the read out of play. And then if you leave it short, boo, watch this, Doug, boo. And then some people hiss.
Right.
Hiss is what they do.
You choked.
Right. But in reality, it's probably a 50, 70-foot putt, whatever the hell it's going to be, and you're going to make that, I don't know, Iggy, what's the official percentage on that, you think?
1.2%.
There you go.
Can you leave the pin in?
Bryson?
So if you leave the pin in, does the ball have to go in if it hits the
I
pin?
would think it reduces the percentage of going in if you were to leave the pin in. I kind of like to leave the pin in because it gives me something to aim for. You know, that stick.
And if you hit it too hard and hit it straight, it might just stay.
Yeah,
Go in.
it could carry them.
Yeah.
I remember in Jamaica on hole 1.
Pull up one from
I don't have it.
I think that might have been the longest putt I have ever sank or sunk. What, sunk in?
Sunk?
What is that?
Synced.
Sink.
I think it's synced.
Sanked is probably
I sunk the putt. It was the longest putt I've ever sunk.
Nonetheless, I think Jackson was my partner. I let him down a lot after that. And that putt meant nothing. But I remember that one was probably a 35, 40 footer.
Really?
But that feels like forever. Like if it gets into the 60 or 70 foot putt range.
All right, I got the information. Jesse Kiowski. Don't you ever watch that show where they give points for takes on ESPN around the horn?
I've seen that. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Pardon the Interruption, Tony Reale, the host.
Right.
He used to be. What was his title on on Pardon the Interruption?
He's like Stat Boy, right?
Stat Boy. I think it was Stat Boy Plowhawk. And then he would correct Michael Wilbon and Tony Kornheiser. Jesse Kiowski essentially corrects us.
Oh,
which is very helpful to have.
Yeah, we need that.
And she just texted me, you buy a $10 raffle ticket, 3 people get chosen to make a 50-foot putt.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you get pulled out of, so you don't even have to compete.
Right, it's a raffle.
It's a raffle.
To get one of 3 tickets.
And then, okay, so then 3 people will get a chance to make 50-foot putt. All right, that's good.
Did they get anything if they get close to the hole out of the 3 and don't make it?
Jesse, if you're listening,
consolation
prize?
prize?
Questions.
What if all 3 make the putt?
Oh, $7,500 out the top.
Yeah, then I'll pay it.
You would pay that?
Oh, man. Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
You could probably get
Let's
3
get
PGA.
Skip Berkmeyer in the tournament.
If you had 3
installment
PGA
payments.
players, they probably couldn't all 3 make the putt from that far out.
No, that's...
Surprisingly, fun facts for no one tell, PGA players from 8 feet, their make percentage is what? Take a guess.
8 feet?
I've kind of already framed it for you by saying
Probably 80%.
I'm thinking around 72%. But, God, that seems so low for that. I'm going to stick with it, though.
It's 85%.
Boy, the way you guys are talking, now I'm trying to look it up. 8 feet, I was under the impression, what percent? That's what I thought, 49%. Yeah.
Only 49%?
Wow. See, I thought I was super low. Because I guess depending on, they put in a lot of hard greens.
There's just a lot of bad putters on tour.
Well, I mean, what it tells you, like if you're playing in a match and somebody has 8 feet, it's not automatically in. And then, some people's holes get tight and they leave it short and they kind of bitch off to the right. Watch this, Doug. They bitch off to the right.
I told you, I played in a scramble once in, I guess it was Florida, where they had lots of players, jam-packed. And what they did to speed it up is that the hole was like, 12 inches in diameter.
Oh, yeah, like Belladonna.
Big, giant hole. So you could putt, you ram the putts in from all over. And boy, did that ever speed up play.
Right.
Yeah.
It'd mess up a green, wouldn't it?
Well, I guess they have a machine that can take the grass in and then replace it.
Big ass hole.
Yeah, it was big. It's bigger than the coffee can.
Jesse Kiowski says, nope, gotta make it to get anything. We only like winners.
Ah, gosh.
Man.
That seems like
it's not very woke. I'll tell you that.
Message was sent.
Not everybody got a trophy. I think everyone should get the 2,500. Everyone who's there, because everyone gets a trophy.
And everyone there
Like
gets
to run a
one
P&L
of
on
these.
that.
They'll give you an extra couple donuts.
What's the perfect donut to eat before you set out to play golf?
Cinnamon twist.
I think a buttermilk cake donut with a little milk.
So much dairy.
I want something glazed and sticky so, I can kind of grip it better.
Hold on to the club a little bit better. Glazed donut.
Yeah,
I could see that.
Guys, is the distance of the putt a set length, or will it fluctuate? Like one of those chipping contests in which a 100-foot shot is taken from 8 feet away. That's from Minute Bowl eligible.
Is that a shot?
Well, it's 50 feet to the pin, correct? So it's a 50-foot putt to the pin. I had 40 yards to the pin, so it's a 40-yard shot.
And the pin was 20 yards from the edge of the green.
I have nothing to do with where they're putting the pin.
It was mostly just a long little
They
putt.
wanted to put it in front.
It was like a Texas wedge.
I would have liked to see the Texas wedge approach and see how many he could have made out of 10
Yeah,
there.
oh yeah, gosh.
Now, when Tim can verify this, when we were practicing, the greenskeeper was up there, and he said, Iggy, we're going to put it way in the back, so your 40-yard shot, you'll only be like 10 feet off the green. All you do is putt it. I said, that's not fair.
That's right. He's a man of integrity, dude.
So there.
Good morning. My stepdad's hole was
That's good.
12 inches last night. Myself and all the neighborhood dads were in there like the Dickens. That's from the O'Fallon Man Oyster.
Is this Lexington steel?
No, he's not.
No, we
involved.
just played that one yesterday, but it is.
That's
topical.
classic, though. Yeah. Jackson, are you nervous seeing Lisa Ann for the first time since the bedwetting incident in Jamaica? That's from the Hunchback of
what?
London.
Gosh. Jackson.
I heard.
Oh.
I don't know what to say to that.
Did you wet the bed?
No, I didn't.
The I heard said a lot.
By the way, I'm looking at...
I don't care.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at our bracket over there, and I see, is that your yellow cummerbund over there?
Yeah.
Yes, it is, right here.
Doug's got it if you're watching on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
YouTube.com.
The life belt.
Someone sent it to
When
us.
you go in the ocean. That's what
pretty
you wear.
Really?
Actually,
awesome.
almost anyone who
Yeah.
swims in the ocean should probably wear something like this.
I don't get what it's supposed to do.
Float.
Hold you
But
up
where
above
do
the
you
water.
put it at?
What do you mean, what's a life
At your
vest supposed
waist,
to do?
on your back, like
Did
a
you not
dolphin?
see me
or-
have to wear that damn thing?
It goes around
I
the
don't-
waist.
Honestly, Jackson, I didn't see the whole, like, is it a go? It goes around your waist? Yeesh.
Well, wouldn't you want that if you're swimming in the ocean?
I'd take a life jacket.
If I had an option, it would have
Yeah.
certainly been a vest over a
Didn't other people
cummerbund.
have that? I think Big Mike had a life vest on.
No, he was cummerbund in it. Madison jumped in there with a cummerbund.
Did she now?
Yeah. But Jackson took the brunt of this.
Ew.
What are you going to do?
It just doesn't look very manly.
Why don't
That's
you
the
wear
only
that
problem
tonight?
with it.
No, I will never put that on as long as I live.
Why
Good
not?
for you. Good for you.
It's, I'm good. I can swim.
I don't understand why so many people are opposed to it.
I'm not opposed to it, like, in general. I get why I had to wear it, but I can swim. Like, I don't need a life vest.
Well, there's a lot of people that drown that can swim.
Right, that's fair.
Good take.
It was a pretty nice take.
That's
I hadn't thought of it until just now.
What is that, a flipper?
Dolphin.
White Collar Gangster says he has a credible source that Jackson did pee the bed twice in Jamaica. When he goes full Rick mode, he's a disaster. So White Collar Gangster.
And there was a
Jackson,
source.
Is that slander?
Yeah, it's totally slanderous.
White Collar Gangster, you're probably going to get served today.
I don't think he has to reveal his sources, though.
The only two sources there could possibly be would be me and Lisa Ann.
Unless there was a third source.
Yeah, the maid.
Oh, MMF.
Yeah.
I promise you I did not wet them.
What about the maid?
What about the maid?
Well, she cleaned the bed.
Hot takes.
I didn't wet the bed. If you want to believe me, great.
That's a scandalous
Kiss my
accusation.
ass.
Jackson's defeated like he usually is at 10:05.
Well, he should be. That's
He's defeated in the 7 o'clock hour.
That's a stupid thing to say about somebody.
Oh, White Collar Gangster. Doug's holding you accountable.
Yeah,
Call in.
that
636-9004.
Maybe they'll come tonight and get the date.
White Collar Gangster in Townie.
Yeah.
Townie.
Oh, we haven't seen her in a few
I
years.
know. Townie's a delight.
She really was.
Oh, but great.
Let's get a babysitter and come on up.
So what do we have going on tonight? We have the Lisa Ann dating game. We have the chicken weed eating contest. Is that correct? Jackson?
Yeah. Yep, and I'm working on some trivia and some other fun things for the listeners tonight.
Okay.
And where will this show air?
So it'll be a podcast exclusively. Podcast exclusive.
Oh,
that will drop on Monday.
Wow, this LP is about to drop on Monday?
Yeah.
Sick, man.
Nothing on the air, right?
No,
We
nothing.
happen to slip
Nothing.
and say something.
Oh, so we can use profanity then.
Yep.
Great.
No.
Well, then you don't understand pitching, and that's okay.
Say that again.
We have to bring.
Yeah, that makes it just easier for everybody if it's just a podcast.
I noticed Flaherty didn't say it again.
He came back at Gould, though.
Yeah, he
What did you
does.
say? He goes, what was that?
What was that? Yeah, and then Gold goes, what?
How many times does Lisa Ann have to connect through Hartsfield today to get to hashtag Hooterville? That's from Al in Dadeville. I think she's got a
Hartsfield-
nonstop out of LaGuardia. I think.
Really?
The renovated LaGuardia. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, for her.
There's a combination of semen brine and poop smithies.
Poop smitties?
I've never heard of that term.
No, I
Count
haven't.
as wetting the bed. If so, I wet Doug's bed on the nightly.
Oh, here we go.
Wow, these questions are tough.
They're not tough. They're stupid.
No video for YouTube, Jackie. That's from the retired air marshal.
We'll be live on YouTube.
Jackson.
It'll be live on YouTube?
Dude, he's so defeated. I feel terrible.
I'm fine. I'm totally fine. It's a busy day, busy week, but that's just part of the deal, baby.
This is like somebody during the holiday season that works at JCPenney's. It's just like, it's like war paint. You just got to get in there.
Especially when people are returning things. That's got to be the worst day to work in retail.
You thought it was over.
Christmas. Yeah.
Who's there tonight, Doty?
Doug?
I think so.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the engineer.
We'll be great then.
For those who don't know Doty, the engineer has to set everything up.
He's real.
Well, he's absolutely real, but a lot of the listeners wouldn't know who he is unless we reminded them.
I was asking you. I don't care what the listeners think.
But this show is for the listeners. It's not for me.
I know it is, but I was asking you.
I thought we came in here for you.
No.
Will the YouTube feed be up so we can watch Ken and the lady who vommed groceries in his sink circle each other throughout the night? That's from glove blogger Tom Traven.
They circle each other like a couple of cats trying to size each other up?
No, I used to hide. No, we've settled our differences. We talked and we're all good.
What differences did you have?
Probably give her a nice little hug tonight. Who knows?
Wow.
What differences did you have?
I'm not going to rehash it.
Oh. Sounds like the wounds are still fresh.
No, it's just I'm tired of talking about it.
Oh. You don't repop, do you?
I think you probably go ahead and repop.
Never did.
Yeah.
Flight Tracker says Lisa Ann is going New York to Atlanta to Chicago, back to Atlanta, and then she flies into St. Louis.
That sounds right. It'll take about 17, 18 hours to get there.
That's on the way home.
A second stint in Atlanta.
And then ideally, somebody is picking her up at Lambert at the Southwest Terminal. And for those of you who have experienced that, there is not a friendlier greeting system in any metropolitan area than the lady who berates people in the monstrous 5-car pickup lane that we have at Lambert. 5 vehicles can fit in there the whole time you're being screamed at by a lady to move. It is unlike anything else I've seen in the country.
And they make
nothing even comes close. New York City, Los Angeles, Chicago, but in St. Louis, which looks like we're flying into a pasture in Kentucky, we have a lady berating you in the pickup line at the Southwest Terminal. It's unbelievable.
The main terminal is the same way. There's one little passenger pickup spot. It's maybe 70 or 80 feet, and people are constantly, shuttling in and out with I don't know if he's a policeman or just a security guy. Say, move that thing! I just got here like 5 seconds ago. Can we get the move it now?
And they have you circle like a turkey vulture, just waiting.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I'm sure many of the people in the audience know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a phenomenon. And then you go into when we're flying into, I don't know what we fly into for spring training, Lauderdale. And it's monstrous, and there's 4 lanes, and you have room for 50 cars.
Everything's calm and orderly.
There's a Louis Vuitton.
Well, there's nobody working. We got the Lauderdale man, Roderick, and I went out to smoke, and I'm just sitting on a bench, and there's people pull up there and just get out of their car. They're walking inside, and they're not there. They come walking back out, and I said, this car's been there for like 15 minutes.
Sure, yeah.
Nobody is there to check them.
You were there with Roderick?
Yeah, we got our 1 a.m., 2 a.m. flight in.
I don't care what anyone else says. He has a nice rack.
Clip that off.
We all saw it in Tim's home.
The sandy breasts.
Yeah.
All over my child's toys. The sand from his breasts.
The rack's bigger than you can stretch your arms.
Heck of a broadcaster, though.
That's right. Sweet Kai says the move is going up the escalator at Lambert to departures to get picked up from the Southwest Terminal. Oh, Sweet Kai. And he knows he's flying in and out of West Virginia. Wow, Sweet Kai.
So
Backdoor.
Yeah, so he's trying to
that probably is
play
the move.
The system. You go
That's
upstairs.
a nice place, Sweet Kai.
Where people are coming in to drop passengers off. You hop in.
That's a good move.
That's
I've done that
Sweet.
before.
That's the move.
Yeah.
Because you're probably not in a good state of mind. It doesn't matter where you're flying to after you've just flown. You're flying here. And then you've waited a phenomenal amount of time also for your luggage. You got the 2 luggage things, which is just amazing. And then you get screamed at as you're getting picked up.
Move it now! But I've been here like 8 seconds and we've got luggage. I don't care what you have. Are you talking back to me?
Right.
Move this thing now!
It's almost like picking up like a hostage. Like you have to like as you're moving, you're like throwing their luggage in the back, and they're like running and
apologizing.
shutting the door.
I'm sorry, I used your airport.
Like, dude, you should be able to have 5 minutes to pick your loved one up and make sure everybody's secure in the vehicle and doors are shut before you have to leave.
Tervis Parish confirming Sweet Kai. Exactly right, Kai. It's an old hockey trick. Doug, how's that? Got anything to do with hockey?
What the hockey team did, maybe?
The Blues? Walter?
Yeah, well, they fly charter.
They
don't deal with any of that.
Well, that'd be great to see Walter getting yelled at.
Yeah.
Chaser getting picked up by an Uber.
Boy, there'd be some scraps out there.
Kevin's brother Jack Damoff not happy. Damn it, Kai, don't give the secret away, you asshat. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Three of you know it, so what?
Ghost Gerbil not happy. Damn it, Kai, you keep that secret to yourself. Sounds like a lot of people know about it now.
I missed the secret. What was it?
Instead of, where the Southwest Terminal is at Lambert.
Yeah.
Ground floor, where you get the luggage. Instead of walking out there and then getting screamed at because you're trying to get into a car to leave, you don't go right out. You take the escalator up, and then you go out the front door where people are coming in to arrive. They're coming in to get their baggage checked. You go there, and you have whoever's picking you up. They come like they're about to arrive, and you just get in the car there, and then you leave.
That's obvious. That's not a secret. It's picking them up on the arrival side of things.
The departure side. Doug means the departure side.
Oh, okay.
Departure.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Well,
And
a lot of people
lanes.
use this move based on the EDF group text inbox, 314-881-TMA5. Save it in your phone and become a friend of the feather, especially all you ladies who are going to be there tonight.
Why is there a guy yelling at you when you're getting picked up, but nobody's yelling at you when you drop somebody off?
Because nobody is up there monitoring the departure.
They don't expect you to do that.
Except Sweet Kai has now tipped off the audience.
Oh, yeah, and then if more people do that, now you won't be able to get situated when you want to depart.
Single file lines.
Right. Hope I get to my airline on time. Well, you can't because everyone's got their luggage here. They're all coming up here now instead of going downstairs.
Be rated.
Right.
It's something else.
I don't know what the answer is either. They don't have any space.
They need a new airport or a new side to open up. You have 15 airlines on one side, like on one terminal. And the other one is for Southwest. Like, you need more.
A new airport would be wonderful.
Oh, my God.
I can't imagine what that would cost
wonderful.
nowadays.
It'd be insane. It'd be so beautiful.
It'd be in the billions, no doubt, to build a new airport.
No question. That'd be
Not to mention the land that you'd need. And nobody wants the airport in their area. It'd have to be quite a ways out of town, I would think.
Good morning. I think Lisa Ann comes into town excited to see the TMA crew. And then she gets exposed to our little cesspool of a city in the Hoosier Fats, and she can't wait to get to the airport fast enough on Saturday. That's from Big Saggers.
Gosh, I don't know.
I'm sure she probably wished we lived in New York, L.A., or Florida, maybe.
Well, probably. Are you saying this isn't the garden spot of the Great Plains? Is that your accusation now?
Even if it is, that title sounds kind of weak.
Well, who would beat us out? Omaha?
Louisville? Indianapolis, right?
I don't know.
The Plains?
Well, gosh, I don't know. Is Indiana considered the Great Plains?
I don't think so.
No, that's like the Ohio Valley.
Oh, yeah, we may actually win that.
Well, yeah, I think we kick Omaha and Wichita's asses.
Good morning. Guys, the actual move is to live in a big city with a functioning airport. Thanks, that's from the 636.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's talking down to us, and I don't like it.
Seems like the newer airports that have been built, Denver, Kansas City, they are way out of town.
Yeah, Denver's up.
Way out of the downtown.
But Denver has a sick little system that they got
a train that
system,
takes you,
and it
like the loop trolley?
and it flies, and it goes right to literally the Union Station downtown. You are in Denver in 20 minutes. It's, like, if it's that far, make it really convenient to get there.
You guys are so negative. We're a metropolitan area on the rise. Hell, we're even going to have a city prosecutor and justice system by the end of the month. That's from Arbor Day.
Yeah, we don't currently have a justice system.
Oh.
But, boy, one day we might.
What a nice...
It is pretty incredible when you stop to think about it. I mean, it's really stunning. What would you rather have, a justice system or a new airport?
We got to do a Gallup poll. You want to do a Gallup poll?
Okay.
I've seen this city run with a justice system, and it's not even that great. So I think I'd get the new airport.
Would you?
Yeah.
Wow, Tervis Parish coming back at the 636. LMAO. I apologize, I'm not feeling good. LMAO, imagine having a 636 number and thinking you're in a position to talk down to anyone. That's from Tervis Parish.
A 636, like anywhere west of 270, you can no longer have an opinion? That's it?
I have a 309 number. I live here, so like...
I didn't know. Is 636 for the poors? I didn't know that.
Probably not. There's probably more wealthy people in 636 than 314.
Can we get some data on that? Nurse, anybody got any data on that? I can give you data on this. Munganast is the place to call. They're a 314 number. 314-252-0029. StLouisAcura.com and AltonToyota.com. Go shopping right now. Check out the pre-owned selection that Jamie Burkhardt, Clayton Patterson, and Peter Munganast have to show you at St. Louis Acura and Alton Toyota. Work with the best. Online at StLouisAcura.com and AltonToyota.com. 314-252-0029 is the number to call or text. It's the secret number for our listeners. It's Munganast, St. Louis Acura, and Alton Toyota, the official automotive provider of TMA. And even if you didn't get your car from Munganast, get your car serviced at Munganast. I had a flat tire last week, and my wife had a flat tire a few days beforehand, and they took care of both of us.
Did they?
Lickety-split. They'll do the same thing for you. They are the best. They really are. 314-252-0029. It's Munganast, St. Louis Acura, and Alton Toyota. We are in the Michelob Ultra Studios. Michelob Ultra, 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbohydrates. Michelob Ultra, also the sponsor of the Totem, taking place in 27 hours. Balls in the air. Doug, you walked the course yesterday to try to get an idea of how the precipitation impacted things. Do you think that that's going to lower the winning score from last year of 12 under from Cletus, and he won both days, or do you think that there could be an opportunity for the players to be challenged by standing water, and maybe it's going to only be like 8 under par will win it this year?
Well, I think the players will be challenged. I've seen a lot of them. I've seen how they swing. So it's a major challenge for them just to get around the course. But the quality of the scoring is only limited by your imagination.
Nice.
And as long as you have an eraser or, just the gumption to write anything on your scorecard that you think you'd like, you got a shot to win this. It could be 25, 2600 par wins the thing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What a round.
Well, yeah. I mean, we can't really verify a lot of it, but there'll be some low scores for sure.
We're playing eightsomes, right?
That's right.
So you'll have another group checking that group. So everybody's down on
They should be the marker.
Yeah.
Just like out on tour. Doug, this is basically the PGA Tour.
Keep score for the other team?
Yeah, absolutely. And then you make sure that...
Well, that would be one way to police it for sure.
Let's get our story straight.
Mike D in the place to be. He could organize that.
What if the teams go in together and they both wind up with minus 25 under par?
Wow. One of them aren't going to win.
Well, they can share the spoils.
What are they going to share? Half of a trophy?
Isn't there like $500,000 to the winner of this thing?
$500,000 is correct.
Yeah.
Hold on. Breaking news here. Just came across my desk in the CDF group text inbox, 314-881-TMA5. I want to come to the Totem pre-party tonight, but Bill won't come with me. Jackson, can I get a ride? That's from Bill's wife. Wow. We could finally prove that Bill's wife is, Jackson believes, a woman.
Would you pick her up?
No.
Why wouldn't you pick her up?
I don't know where she lives. I'm not really sure if she is a she. And, I don't think I'll be doing that.
Oh,
I don't blame
What if she lived between you and Soulard and Maggie O'Brien's in Sunset Hills?
I don't live in Soulard. I live on the hill.
That's right.
I guess if, she lived on the hill or in South City, maybe.
Thank you, baby.
So, I'm not
Okay, that's what she would say to you.
I'm not going to go to, Valley Park to pick her up.
Oh. That's not
Again,
that far
this is just
from
a phone number.
Yeah.
I think she's a female, but at the moment it is just a phone number.
What if she sent you a picture?
Yeah, that would be a good start.
And gave you
Bill's
$5
wife,
gas
send
money.
a picture.
$5 gas money also.
Yeah, that's...
Sounded better?
Yeah, now we're talking.
Okay.
Does she not have a car or a cell phone for Uber?
You can't get Bill to go.
Right.
One car household sounds like.
That's fair.
God. Bill's Musk is going to be in that car.
Oh.
Hey, Tim, me and that skinny pal struggled with the conditions at Forest Park yesterday. Have no fear. I gaped him so hard in the parking lot after. His femurs are back to normal from the recovering alcoholic from Belleville and Webster Groves.
You guys play Forest?
Does he ever take a night off?
Yeah, we played.
I don't think so.
Did you really play?
Mm-hmm.
With the
him?
recovering alcoholic?
I did, yeah.
Just the two of you?
No, there was another 2 guys.
And how's your femur?
Sweet Kai?
No.
Oatmeal?
No.
Herb?
No, none of those guys play golf. No, it's 2 of his friends. Yeah, he invited me out last minute, and I said, sure.
Did you?
How about that?
Yeah.
What'd you shoot?
How was your ball striking?
Red bud, bad. The conditions were sloppy out there.
Here we go.
It wasn't great. I think I shot like a 44, just not what we want.
Which one is red bud? Is that the one where you start with like the downhill facing skinker?
Mm-hmm. And then you play the 2 holes parallel to skinker and back around. It's certainly the most challenging of the 3 nines. I wouldn't describe any of them as very challenging, but
rank the 3 nines.
It's the most challenging. I would say.
The hardest is first, and then the one in the middle is second, and then the easiest is third.
Yeah.
Jackson agrees.
I do actually.
I don't like that stinker hole.
Yeah, there's two.
Well,
there's 2
you
of them.
slice, you are going onto skinker and hitting a car.
Yeah, recovering alcoholic
Oh
said,
my God.
rest in peace if you're a windshield right now before I hit, but he avoided it.
Did he dress like P. Reed?
He did. He was looking a lot like P. Reed.
Guys, I bet Bill's wife lives in Afton. That town is full of people who call themselves blue collar but work warehouse jobs that pay $8 an hour. All failures live in Afton.
Oh, they don't.
Oh,
they
come
don't.
on.
Not
Shrewsbury
fair.
seed sniffer. Shrewsbury and Afton are at war? I didn't know this.
That just wasn't a fair comment.
Didn't think people in Shrewsbury stuck their nose at anything.
But Afton is between the Hill and Maggie O'Brien, so it'd be easy for Jackson
Bill's wife
to swing
says she
by.
lives in Creve Coeur.
Oh, well, that's also convenient.
Right, yeah.
Not really. I take 44. I'm there at Maggie O's in like 12 minutes.
Well, I thought you were a full-service
You got
producer.
a penthouse above the Diamond Direct.
Well,
So probably not. Unfortunately, Bill's wife.
and the Aftons don't work $8 an hour jobs.
No, I know a lot of people that live in
There
Afton.
aren't any $8 an hour jobs anymore, are there? Not many, I bet.
Not many. If you're still working it, I assure you there are plenty of other higher paying jobs out there for you. Like radio.
Good morning, Tim. I would like to propose a truce to my friend Jackson. I'll take him to play golf. If he beats me and still doesn't like me after meeting me and playing 18 with me, I'll stop texting the show for 1 year. However, if I beat him, I win Listener of the Month and get inducted into the TMA Hall of Fame. I'll cover all of his expenses for the day and the round. Let me know, Jax. That's from Harrison's brother Master.
No.
So a couple things.
You don't like him at all, do you?
Couple things here. No. Don't call me Jax.
Oh. Put that off.
You will not, if you beat me, I can't agree on the Listener of the Month or the TMA Hall of Fame. Neither of those are on the table. And I don't really care if you text in or not. Like I probably would like you if I met you in person, so you can kind of take that W, but I don't necessarily need to spend 4 or 5 hours with you.
There you go.
So we can renegotiate, but those terms I will not accept.
Bill's wife has just sent in a picture, Doug. Take a look at this. Unbelievable.
Of course, without a face. And she's being strangled by someone who's all tatted up.
That's Bill.
You can't go to Getty Images for that.
You think that's Getty Images? Are you now finally betting against Bill's wife being
She's
a lady?
done everything but try to prove that she's an actual human.
How hard would it be to say, here I am. Yeah, I'm a listener.
Hold on. I might... Hold
on a second. What do we got? Are you finally...
I'm going to do some investigation. I'll be back.
Oh, I know what you're going to do. I know what you're going to do.
Now, why wouldn't you just, if you want Jackson to pick you up, he would see what you look like when he picks you up. Why wouldn't you just send a picture?
She could have wear that gimp mask.
She's not wearing that.
I had that problem at telepersonals. You send the pictures, not even you.
Gosh, this is going back to the first days of the internet, right? Or is it? This is the back page of the Riverfront Times.
No, it was a legitimate thing. But I mean, if he was going to see you and you're going to come to our event and everybody's going to see you, why don't you just show us a picture?
Because it isn't a girl.
Well, probably not now.
No, it isn't.
We give people the benefit of the doubt until they prove it.
Why must we be so easily hoodwinked?
Good morning. Bill's wife is a 250-pound man who shovels boxes for UPS. That's from Scissor Me Timber.
That's not a bad job, though.
No, it sounds like $25-30 an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Still, you'd like her to be a girl.
Well, yeah.
Whether she works at UPS or not. Well, we are easily hoodwinked.
Oh, dude, especially this show.
They say it's much easier to fool someone than to get them to admit that they've been fooled. Yeah.
Hey, Mike, I want to slap your big butt cheek.
Oh.
That dude, no one's been fooled more than that man right there.
Well, you're not really fooled if the producer lets somebody on the phone.
Mr. Massapico, what's up, Chris?
How many times do we have to do this with Bill's wife? She is a he, you don't. That was screamed at us by Dimitri Sokolatu.
Why would he scream at us?
Sokolatu?
I just don't like the screaming, that's all.
I didn't make it. I tell you, I'm heartbroken. Going through a divorce, my wife and me always talk about you. I used to watch you.
The butt cheek.
Is that the guy who wanted to come meet him?
How do you suck a butt cheek?
I come up to the station on Friday. Could I come up and meet you?
No.
No, he can't. I don't care about your divorce.
There's no more brutal.
He included anything about his divorce.
Told a huge sob story. He needed a friend. No.
God almighty.
Well, yeah, Bill's wife is definitely a dude.
Well,
I said that a long
$8
time ago. They've been going on since the old stage.
Yeah, $8 an hour. I mean, it's not bad. At least he's out there working.
Grinding.
Yeah.
Need to.
Maybe he's getting some tip income.
Iggy, you acted like you were a bi-female in an online chat room on AOL, parachute pants. Quit being such a hypocrite. That's from Tug McGraw, Doug.
Who's a hypocrite?
Tug McGraw
I couldn't
acts
send
back
pictures.
on you.
Well, you could send pictures back then. Just wasn't you.
You sent pictures of the same
I was just
girl
trying to
to
get
your
pictures.
brother-in-laws, I remember.
Yeah. No. We were in it together.
Nice.
But it's not the same thing. This isn't like the 80s either on AOL. This is...
We didn't have the AOL in the 80s, did we?
90s, whenever the hell it was.
Guys,
Can I give you my starting lineup?
No.
Bill's wife needs to call in. Yeah, she could end it right here, Doug, because Bill could just have a lady call in. I don't know if it would end it, but it would be wonderful. 636-9004 teammate. Jackson, have you completed your investigation?
Yes, I've left inconclusive.
Okay. Well, so you have agreed to pick up the woman?
No.
You're not going to pick her up?
I
was confused.
No, I will not be doing that. But, what are you going to do?
He lives in Creve Coeur.
He or she?
Well, we're not sure about that.
They 100% don't live in Creve Coeur.
But Creve Coeur is so out of my way. So
That's where we are right now. You could just stay here until it's time to pick her up.
Oh, yeah, that'd be convenient.
I have to stay here till 6 o'clock.
Just take her to dinner at El Biago's and then go over there.
Well, sure, she lives right here.
What's it called?
El Balago.
That's what I said, El Balago.
Buck's Hope's going to play the audio back.
I'm just not going to do it. I don't know. I can't.
Okay.
And Creve Coeur is a big municipality. She could live, close to Chesterfield. I'm really out of the way.
The reason why I know she faked now is we're in Creve Coeur doing the show. She happened to pick the municipality that we're actually in right
So you think we should be seeing her right now?
No, I just think that it's just an
360 view.
easy one to pick out. If you want to be fake and make up this person, just say Creve Coeur.
Yeah.
Maybe she was trying to appeal to me with the Central Corridor thing.
Probably.
Not appealing to me.
Maybe she could just walk to the station now and sit in the lobby until you're ready to take her.
Jackson, have you looked on Facebook and searched Bill's wife? Thanks, Sesame Timbers.
Yep. Yeah, you nailed it. That was
I guarantee
my
you
investigation.
there's a tandem team named Bill's wife or something.
Well, I was just looking up people named Bill and then seeing who they're married to.
Their wives were.
So this is our topic in the first hour of the show.
Bill's wife.
Some caller
Jackson
says
titled
he's
the
got a
segment,
wife.
Bill's
Yeah.
Way ahead of you.
Bill's, period, wife.
Look, we fell for this
Question mark?
before. We're not going to do it.
Oh, yeah, we're so easily hoodwinked.
I have been shorting Bill's wife femininity since day one, but the fact that Jackson really believes she's a woman throws a wrench in it, and so it pauses me from going all in because Jackson's judgment's usually pretty good, but I'm confused by his confidence on her being a woman.
There was something that made me true, like I can't remember, it was months ago. That was I was like, oh, so this actually is a woman. I forgot what it was, and I think the text history deletes after a while, so I just can't remember.
Well, I'm not in.
No, me neither.
Well, I mean, she could very easily send a picture and put everything to bed, but she won't, so.
No.
Right, that also gives me pause.
Not just a regular picture. We need a really seductive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you holding up a...
Some supermodel from Paris.
Holding up a piece of paper that says, Jackson, pick me up.
There you go, Doug.
Yeah.
That's what
That would do it.
Wouldn't be very hard, would it?
Hey, guys, watch this. I'm a 32-year-old blonde female who likes anal and loves threesomes. I live in Maryland Heights. Iggy, can you pick me up tonight? Boom, there you go. I should take care of your 8 o'clock hour today. That's from Dimitri Sokolotu.
Yeah. Would you pick her up, Iggy?
Well, Dimitri Sokolotu doesn't sound like a woman.
No.
It doesn't sound like a person or a real.
Well, maybe a Russian immigrant.
I don't think a woman like that exists in Maryland Heights.
Good morning. Bill's wife resides in a cave in Lower Afton. He is 342 pounds and often falls asleep whilst among those in the front line in the fight against Shrewsbury. The Shrews will eliminate the walrus in due time. That's from the River to Pear yacht captain.
I don't know that Shrewsbury's in a battle with Afton. I haven't heard anything about that. Why would municipalities wage war on one another?
Are they even that close together?
It's not bordering, I think. Am I right?
Pretty close.
McLeod Station Road, I would think that
Yeah, that's kind of the Shrewsbury, St. Michael's area.
They're next to. Yeah, I feel like they're
McLeod
right next to each other.
Station and 44.
Tim, are you ready to get impregnated by Cletus? He is full of steroids. That's from the 314.
He's all roided up.
I think he's getting shots for his neck or his back. I think.
Oh.
That's what he's got. Because he got hit by a car.
Recently?
Yeah, in the last couple months, I think.
Where did he get hit by a car?
I assume by a golf course.
Huh.
Yeah, I think he was coming home.
Walking?
No, I think he was in the kiddie van that he has.
The kiddie van?
Whatever that thing is.
What in the world?
I don't know if that's how the vehicle's marketed.
What's a kiddie van?
I don't think you can go to Munganess St. Louis Acura and ask Jamie for a kiddie van.
Well, I don't even know what it is.
I wouldn't try to ask. Or actually, for the most part, don't search that either, Doug. You're about to have the FBI would be rolling in on helicopters and breaking your door down, I would think.
Will they?
This 53-year-old is bringing candy.
Did you bring my M&Ms?
Oh, gosh.
I'm going fishing.
I grew up in Shrewsbury. Afton sucks. That's from the Loomster.
Afton's just fine.
I went to the game last night and met Brett Hinnon. He's a fine American.
Really?
It's Mr. Bojangles.
He's right back in this golf tournament, too, isn't he?
He is.
He was briefly eliminated, but he's right back in it.
He's playing the Pope Joseph Paul on Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
To be fair, Jackson also believes his hole wasn't stuffed after passing out during his boys' mountain retreat. That's from I shaved my balls for this.
Oh.
Yeah,
I can promise you, my hole was quite intact.
Cut that off. Doug Warson Woods just declared itself a sovereign nation because Mr. Licks is a closet communist has begun infiltrating the St. Louis area. Warson Woods wacko.
Okay.
Don't sleep on Marlboro. We're feisty. That's from Don or Philip Johnson.
There's only a couple thousand people who live in Marlboro.
It's a nice little city, though.
Marlboro?
And they're going to take over Afton and Shrewsbury? After
I don't think so.
Marlboro Lanes used to be there, which I think is now called Sunset Lanes.
Yeah, still there. Still there.
Yeah, I pulled my first $2.99 there.
Didn't England capitalize on some kind of colonization during the French and Guardian War? Am I correct on that?
In Marlboro?
No, in like the 18th century. So while Marlboro watches Shrewsbury and Afton fight, they may be waiting to see the two divide and then they conquer.
Oh, I see. When both are weakened, Marlboro will then expand.
I don't think so.
Okay. Coral Courts Motel, I think, used to be in Marlboro.
Marlboro, that's correct. Yeah. So was Rothman Furniture?
Yeah, that's gone now, too.
Do you say Lubeli's Bakery or Lubeli's?
I don't usually say anything about the bakery.
Yikes.
I think it's now a barbecue restaurant, though.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Guys, I lived in Afton for 3 years. It floods all the time. It's like God's trying to wash away the fats.
I don't know that he is at all.
Boy, Afton is taking.
I don't know that he is.
All of the kids in Shrewsbury have tic-tac teeth and brittle bones from generations of inbreeding. We don't stand a chance against the Walry of Afton. That's from the Dogtown After.
I don't know. People in Shrewsbury aren't confined to their borders. They can meet other people.
What about their tic-tac teeth?
I don't think they have them.
Brittle bones.
Real brittle bones.
The fact that Shrewsbury borders Afton puts it on the same level as Lee May and Warson Woods. That's from glove blogger Tom Drapin.
Well, now that's two separate areas there, Warson Woods and Lee May. They're not on the same economic plane. Shrewsbury and Afton's kind of close. What are we talking about, for crying out loud? What is the topic today?
I think if Bill's wife's real or not.
Now, Brentwood and Maplewood used to have a rivalry.
Well, they're right there next together.
Yeah, I know. You'd go down Manchester and you cross over and you stop at that White Castle or someone and say, get out of here. Brentwood isn't allowed in here. What?
Who would say that to you?
Maplewood guys with their Maplewood leather jackets on.
They sit there clicking their fingers with their blue and white leather.
Maplewood wearing leather jackets?
Well, they're Letterman's jackets. We used to all wear them. Everyone used to wear them.
So you walk into White Castle with your Brentwood Letterman's jacket on. Get out of here. Brentwood isn't allowed in Maplewood.
Really?
Say, what?
I got thrown out of Maplewood once. Back in the college days, we went there after drinking and to that same White Castle. And it must have been 2 or 3 in the morning. One of my friends was acting goofy in the White Castle, and they threw us out.
They tossed you.
We got in the car, and then the police, before we even left, the police came and got us out of the car. And I guess he could tell we were all drunk. Back then, you didn't even think or worry about DUIs, because whoever was driving, I don't remember who, would have had one. But the policeman said, now, get out of here, and don't you ever come back to Maplewood. So I guess to this day, I can't go to Maplewood. Said, yes, sir, you got it. Yeah, let us go. Okay, yes, sir. Get out of town. Get out of Maplewood, and don't come back.
Have you been back to Maplewood since?
No, I can't go.
You, like, circle around it?
Yeah.
Like, meet at this restaurant, and you say, sorry, I have to pick somewhere else?
Yeah. I am persona non grata in Maplewood.
Good morning. Brentwood is one of the most classically Hoosier municipalities in the area.
Oh, sorry.
So scummy. That's from Tervis Parish.
Oh, you're crazy.
Brentwood?
Brentwood is a very nice city.
Yeah. Upscale. Much of it very upscale.
Yeah. A lot of people are building really nice homes there.
Oh, yeah.
Tervis Parish, the action's back on you now. 636-900-4TMA.
Not a lot of crime. Lawns are upkept.
Manchester's a mess, though, through Brentwood.
Yeah, they're still building. I don't know what they're doing there.
And Brentwood Bowl has been destroyed.
Yeah, it took them long enough.
That was your home house, wasn't it?
Home house.
I was as a kid. So I grew up in Brentwood Lanes. Dottie Feldbaum.
Dottie Feldbaum. Who's going to text in?
Hell was that?
Amazing text name.
She worked the desk, and Bob Gebbin owned it.
Bobby Gebbins.
Dottie
Feldbaum.
Feldbaum.
Like Dottie Feldbaum.
Dottie Feldbaum. She was
Feldbaum.
She would always start Saturday morning league with, "May your scores be high."
Oh, that's awesome. What a nice little sentiment.
You're off and running, and may your scores be high.
It's pretty clear at this point that the flame-broiled pawpaw is just taking plots from Happy Days episodes and passing them off as his childhood.
What?
That's from Arbor Day.
What do you think?
Watch him now on the screen.
What do you think? I'm Fonzie sitting in there with the jukebox?
Well, it was pretty close. If your childhood was in the late 60s and 70s, there were some jukeboxes in some of those places.
Not in White Castle, there wasn't.
No, but maybe at Brentwood Bowl.
I don't think there was yeah, there was in the bar.
See there? Yeah, and you'd look up at the ceiling tile, it'd be yellow from all the people smoking. Made you feel good about the air you were breathing.
Doug, a listener just sent in a picture of their wife again.
Oh, yeah. Looks like everyone else's wife.
Just absolute smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And there's almost no way to get a picture of anybody that isn't your wife.
And
Is that
you
Bill's
can,
wife?
I think so.
I like the background. It's like always an exotic or there's like a beach. It's like this is St. Louis.
Yeah, just a casual little snapshot I took this morning.
Whose Facebook page you steal that off of?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Nothing is worse than all of the Kirkwood fats. That's from Lady Sonia's teacup. Richmond Heights is nice. Brentwood sucks. Bunch of Hoosiers. That's from the 314. Let's see. And now Wildwood and Chesterfield are fighting.
Oh, well,
Wildwood
you can see
versus
that.
Chesterfield argues over who's richer. That's from the 314.
See, the city didn't have this problem. We know we're struggling. We know that, all city municipalities are kind of the same, give or take a little bit.
Oh, I don't know about that.
See, Tower Grove.
Like St. Louis Hills is really nice. You've been to some parts of North St. Louis? It looks like a war zone.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you go north, yeah. But I'm talking about, the Hill. You have, that Southampton area of Tower Grove.
Yeah.
That's all seems to be,
Did they used to share that city?
Who?
I remember people would say, "So where you live?" Maplewood, Richmond Heights. They would like combine the two.
What's Richmond Heights? Where is that even at?
By Maplewood. Doggone it.
I mean, I know where
It's the
Maplewood.
school district.
The high
Maplewood
schools
Richmond
are
Heights
connected.
School District.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, that's what it is.
Man, you should have saw my mom's face, Tim, when we passed St. Louis University High School on our way.
Oh, she had to be in awe.
Yeah, I took the nephew to the
The
Science
net worth
Center.
of the graduates, Doug, averages $7.5 billion.
That's the average, $7 billion?
That's correct. The net worth.
I told her that. And also, she passed and she goes, "Oh, this is where St. Louis University is." And I was like, no. This is a high school.
Right.
And she about had a heart attack.
Why?
Because it's a beautiful, I mean, it's very nice
Got to see
looking
where
high
Tim
school.
went to school?
Yeah.
Saturday?
I didn't necessarily
I
say
think
that.
that's what it's known for.
It's been there since like the 1800s or something?
1818.
It's beautiful. I told her, that the Tim McKernan Fieldhouse, that's
Correct.
It isn't the Tim McKernan.
where
It's
he
the
made
Danny
varsity as a
Fieldhouse.
freshman.
Donnie's, the Donnies.
Donnie's, yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, yeah. So I had to give shout.
I was cut for the basketball team in that building.
Well, how tall were you?
6'8".
You weren't 6'8".
No one ever is cut when you're 6'8" in high school.
No,
You're never-
Yeah. Be hard to get trimmed from the squad at 6'8".
All this municipality warfare is dumb. They're all inferior to old Appleton. Doug, that's from the old Appleton stepdad out there on his rocking chair this morning enjoying coffee and country time lemonade.
No, I've never been to Old Appleton, but I've seen the sign.
I don't know if I've been.
It's just north of Cape Girardeau. I've seen the sign Old Appleton this way, but I've never actually been in it.
To me, that's the life.
What?
To have just a nice country home, maybe a couple of weeping willows in the front yard. You sit out in the afternoon with a glass of tea and just...
Well, how long are you going to sit out there?
I could sit for hours.
Well, at some point, you got to do something to support the lifestyle.
Well, I guess, but...
Well, you have to have money
I
coming
thought maybe
in.
he was retired.
Oh, even still. Yeah.
That would be my perfect life. Just
sit on the porch and drink lemonade.
Porch, relax.
Not me. 36 holes of golf a day.
36?
You and MJ.
Dude, do a
What Jordan
nice
does.
breakfast, play 18, relax, have some lunch, have some
Sapphic
beverages.
play at some point?
Sapphic, yeah, maybe on the back 9 of the second 18.
Yeah.
And then be
Probably
done
par
by
3.
6, have my private chef cook me a bomb meal, and I'm getting blazied in my movie theater room.
Yeah, and watching
then
a show I like.
Really?
Wash, rinse, repeat.
No, I gotta
I'll
tell
do
you.
that every day.
That's it.
18 holes is more than enough for me.
But if you're
one
in
day.
good climate, well, like if you can get them about 6 to 8 hours apart, give or take. I mean, if you're teeing off by 6:30, 7 a.m., getting done by
That's too
11:30
early.
noon. Oh no, not at all. I'd rather have the dew on the ground and let it dry up on the back.
But then you're getting up at 4:30 or 5 in the morning to get there.
It's fine. I have no responsibilities. I'm a member of that club, so I get 5-star treatment.
I'd rather play 9 holes about 9:30, 10.
I
then
get that.
Break for a long lunch. Then another 9, be done by 4:30 or 5.
I just
That's
would love to
plenty.
not have any responsibility. That is, you see a lot of people out there doing that, making good money, not really.
Well, you're on the right track with the radio. Certainly, you're on the right track to retire a very young man.
I'm saying I'm envying. I'm looking at people with some stability and progress.
Well,
I know I'm here. I love radio.
Maybe Madison will get a promotion.
Oh, Madison's gonna be rocking that.
Right,
She
and then
already
you can
is,
just settle back and do nothing.
That's when you settle into radio.
That's what every woman dreams of, is a man who wants them to go out and make all the money so they can sit and do nothing.
Honey, you don't mind working less, do you?
Right.
At your radio job? Oh, sure, honey.
Yeah, they love that. Love it.
Now Grandpa Snorts is reenacting a Tetley tea commercial. His brain has been reduced to TiVo. Time for Ken to move to the Gatesworth studios. That's from Arbor Day. What did he say that reminded Arbor Day of, Doug, remember that? Burl Ives. Tetley tea. Ding! Clear as a bell.
Oh, yeah.
Well, wasn't Iggy talking about just like sitting on a porch, drinking a glass
Well, he said
of
he
tea?
wanted country time lemonade. He was very specific.
That's okay for about, 45 minutes to an hour, but then don't you get bored just sitting there? And you run out of
An hour?
lemonade at some point? Lemonade's
Well,
fattening, too.
Maybe have a little lake in the back where I just sit on the dock and fish. See, I said that I would love to be a farmer. I just wouldn't want to work.
You want to be a gentleman.
I would love the lifestyle of a farmer, where you get up early and there's a nice breakfast for you. Then you kind of just do nothing all day and
Yeah.
go have lunch, take a nap.
If you don't want to work, a farm would probably be the last place where you would
I was
want
about to say.
And then your
I think
wife,
you got the opposite idea of what farm life is.
your wife makes a nice fried chicken dinner with mashed potatoes for dinner, and then you sit out on the porch with a cup of coffee and watch the sunset, and you're in bed by 7.
In bed by 7.
After the cup of coffee.
Yeah. That does sound like the lifestyle of some 90-year-old man who is successful lawyer somewhere.
Just get somebody else to run the farm, but I like the farming life.
If I'm rich, a private chef is number 1 on my list.
Really?
Depending on the wealthiness, but absolutely not having to worry about, and having that person also be responsible for buying grocery for the meal that week as well. I'm all in on that.
Well, you
Black
could just
chef.
order in every night. Have some restaurant make it if you're rich.
No, because the chef will make it, personalized to what you feel like. You have it there. It's a little bit healthier than ordering in. Yeah. Obviously cheaper. I'm down. Give me that all day.
Would you?
Oh, God, that'd be so amazing.
Yeah.
Just making waffles and snacks.
Tommy Cebulka could make you waffles and steak.
Oh, for
He
sure.
also could make you a wonderful vehicle. That's what he does, Doug. It's upfitting. Graphics and commercial work. It's VIP Auto Accessories. VIP is your one-stop shop for all your graphic and commercial vehicle upfitting needs. Design, air, heating, and cooling works with them. Munganess St. Louis Acura and Alton Toyota works with them. They do vehicle wraps, wide format printing such as banners, storefront signage, walls, floors, etc. Anything with graphics, Tommy and VIP can do. VIP gets your fleet vehicles from dealership to street ready fast and personalized for your company's needs. They know that every day your vehicle isn't street ready, it's lost revenue. Tommy wants you to reach out to him directly. So he gives out his phone number and his email address, 314-428-3900, or email him at tommy.cibulka@VIPAutoaccessories.com. That's Tommy Cebulka and VIP Auto Accessories. How do you do, Tommy Cebulka? Think about that, Doug.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Well, I'm okay. I'm sure he's okay as well.
I saw a picture of this on the TMA fan page this morning. A listener went to Heavy Smoke, and I bet they are thrilled with the decision that they did. Chris Schaefer owns and operates it, and he also is a 3-time World Championship barbecue winner. He competes almost every weekend around the country in the biggest barbecue competitions. He truly is a celebrity in the barbecue world, and he has his own place now in St. Louis, and it's called Heavy Smoke, right off of I-70 in St. Peters at the Cave Springs exit on the outer road. It's right by Tommy Cebulka and VIP Auto Accessories and Big St. Charles Motorsports, as a matter of fact, another sponsor here on TMA. Chris's barbecue, the most succulent, slow-cooked, perfect party your mouth has ever experienced.
You like the word succulent?
I do.
Yeah.
I like supple. Like, he has supple hands around the green. Like that?
Yeah. Moist and succulent is very similar.
I'd rather have succulent than moist, but succulent, same thing. You just picture carving into a piece of meat and just the juices coming out.
Sitting on the back porch at the farm.
Yeah, country time.
Lemonade, pond, fishing, and
succulents. Now let's have Heavy Smoke bring me food every night.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to go to HeavySmokeBBQ.com. Oh, that sounds good. Because Chris caters. You're having a graduation party. Father's Day. You want to be able to relax, watch the U.S. Open, Doug. L.A. Country Club this year. How do you do?
Yeah.
Well, what you do is you go to HeavySmokeBBQ.com and work with the great Chris Schaefer and the wonderful people at Heavy Smoke. I went out there last month, and it is choice. You know what I say? Chris, don't play. Chris Schaefer.
No,
Heavy Smoke.
It's fire. It's fire.
Doug, caller Adam wants to talk about
Oh,
that.
no.
So he is with us. Yeah, caller Adam.
Oh. Yes, Adam.
I was just calling to find out what time does the Totem start tomorrow.
Ball's in the air at 10:30.
So what time should I show up?
Doug?
10:50.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Okay, we'll see yous.
Underrated call.
Just
Up
a little
there.
time update.
Is he the Milagro Tequila listener?
Yeah, what if you had to hand him the Milagro Tequila Lister of the Month plaque?
No, he's not the listener.
Now, does tomorrow, Thursday, Friday come into play for, I know it's more of a texting, YouTube chat,
it's,
calling
it's in the
interaction.
eye of the beholder. It's like voters. Some people vote for a particular issue. I would love to vote for a female if we had a female listener, so someday if that happens.
If we reveal Bill's wife is real,
Wow,
she
could Bill's wife
automatically
be the Milagro Tequila Lister
she
of the Month?
automatically wins.
She needs to apply at TMASTL.com.
I would think so.
Jackson, has she applied?
No.
No, because she doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Caller Ellen, she
Oh, she's fantastic.
participates.
That's
sometimes.
right.
Oh, she's up there.
She calls in every once in a while.
Sure
She'd
she
call in more and then send in a submission. You never know.
No. Has she ever been at a live event?
I'd be surprised.
I don't believe
think
so.
Yeah.
I've only met
A
her.
little too lowbrow.
I've only met her twice.
Yeah.
You're saying our events are lowbrow?
Yes, I am.
I don't know if she wants me to say this or not, but I think I've said it on the air before. I met her once when she came in for a part of a podcast.
Right.
But then when the pandemic hit and they cut our salary by like 50%.
Common practice, I assure you.
Yeah. And I actually said something.
That was the cat's quest.
I think I said something
PPP money, but you cut everybody's salary.
Yeah.
Cat was on a mission.
That's the whole point of getting that was to not cut salaries. But she.
Good times!
I said something on the air.
Yeah.
And I went out at a break to smoke, and I guess we were a little late for a break, and Ellen thought that she could get there before I got there, and she was putting a gift card on my car. And she said, I just felt bad that you're getting cut 50%. And
what a sweet gesture.
it was. I thought I had
You could give her the listener of the month for that, Milagro.
I had a little tear in my eye because, she cared enough to do that, and she didn't want anybody to know. She wanted to do it before I got out there. But so, Elsie, if you don't want me to say anything, I apologize, but I want people to know how kind you are.
Well, that was nice.
What a moment, Doug.
Well,
What a moment on this show.
Maybe she needs to be the listener of the month in arrears.
In arrears.
She's got to submit something.
Oh.
Has caller Ellen applied to be listener? Because you got to apply in order to be eligible.
Yeah.
Jackson, has caller Ellen applied at tmastl.com?
Not as of this moment.
Maybe she will now, and she could win in arrears?
Yeah. And what does a lady or gentleman do to apply? They go to what do they do?
Go to tmastl.com. You submit. You enter a little picture. You give your real name, but we don't say it. We don't have to. You don't have to actually. We're not going to say it on the air. You can keep your anonymity, but you just fill out this quick little form, and it's real easy. It takes probably 1, maybe 2-3 minutes, and that's it.
You said submit a picture of yourself.
Most of the listeners submit different images, is my understanding.
Yeah.
The anonymity is very important to many of the listeners.
It's true, and that's fine.
It's because they're so vile and they don't want the rest of the world to know it. When you don't want your face out there, you don't want anyone to know the name, you're probably up to something. Aren't you?
Oh, for sure.
Is there any other reason why you wouldn't want people to know who you are?
I would be proud of my association with this show.
Would you be?
Guys, caller Ellen is the TMA stepmom, and Chairman Steve is the TMA stepdad. They watch over all of us and offer sage life advice. That's from Big Tuft.
Well, there's some truth to that, yeah. What does that make Biff? Funny uncle?
Biff?
Yeah, that's a pretty nice play, actually. I think that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's favorite funny uncle? Probably so. Okay, I didn't mean to stop the conversation in its tracks. I just threw it out there.
I think of Spready as our funny little uncle.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's not around anymore.
I miss him. Gosh, he was good.
Chances are the other entries to the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month will be fake, and you will win by default. Or Vladdy will disqualify people willy-nilly. That's from Chairman Stephen Wildwood, who just won and is still not happy.
No, he isn't happy at all. Jackson, that's for sure.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's a nice little package, too. And I'll tell you, I have one of the Milagro sweatshirts. It's maybe one of the most comfortable sweatshirts. And I'm not a big sweatshirt hoodie guy.
No?
God, it's comfortable as hell.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever worn it in here?
I
think I did one day.
Nice. Guys, maybe a lady listener could have a huge night tonight to put their fingerprints all over the Listener of the Month award. That's from Scott's Wrinkled Ballsack, but not his wife. Maybe he's inferring his wife is going to put her fingerprints on it?
I don't know why you don't get in the contest.
Yeah, why was Scott's Wrinkled Ballsack? Why aren't you guys in the...
Because they live an hour away.
But they're coming to the thing tonight.
Are they?
Yeah, so that's why I don't understand. I would totally get it if they weren't... Jackson, how many people have entered?
To my knowledge, we have Juan and his fiancée.
Nice.
And that's it. So he'd be the favorite to win it.
It's going to be couple going to come in that night.
Yep.
Coming up to
Bill's
Jackson.
wife.
Yeah.
No.
They'll see Lisa Ann. They
Bill
go, well, we
and
got to
his
do this.
blow-up doll, and then Ray King and his man lover. It'll be a hell of a dating game.
Guys, Townie laughed this morning at Doug being mad at me. Can she be nominated? She was listening and pulls up your YouTube live stream when we're getting ready every morning. That's from the White Collar Gangster.
Huh?
Okay.
White Collar Gangster was my boss at my old place.
He was.
I love Tawny, too. Man, they're a power couple.
I don't.
Power couple. Doug, they are.
Okay.
They do great works.
Well, she was as nice as could be.
Oh, they're both
She really
great.
is.
Yeah. I like how he gets banny on Twitter.
He's
going
got a
after
screw
him.
loose.
He's great.
He's banty on Twitter?
Yeah, he goes after Mo and St. Louis Twitter. I keep basically my spirit animal. Like, whatever
Really?
I want to say, he's already said it 10 minutes prior.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Great takes.
Rick asked if Ash is coming tonight. There is no chance in hell. Doug, what does that mean?
Rick Astley is coming tonight?
Oh, yeah. You remember that song? Was that 1991, Cry for Help? Because people remember Never Gonna Give You Up, but Cry for Help did pretty well, too.
Never gonna give, never gonna give, never gonna give.
Remix. Yeah. Maybe we could play
Do you consider that a mullet he had?
I don't think he had a mullet.
Yeah, that was a very specific hairstyle to the 1990s.
It's kind of off to the, like, almost like bangs pushed to the side and the hair around the ears.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, because, I mean, I was in high school at that time, so a lot of people kind of had that lid at that time that Rick Astley came back with. Remember that, Doug, in 1991, Cry for Help? Remember that performance?
I don't remember the specific.
Not to mention her hot body that looks hot in a bikini.
All right.
I need to find the original story to that. That guy spoke a lot longer than that. I just want to. I thought he had a couple bangers.
Rick Astley looked like about a 15-year-old boy, and when he sang, it's like Barry White's voice came out of his mouth.
I think
or
that's
something.
why he did so
What in the
well.
world?
Guys, have you cross-checked Bill's wife possibly being Scott Wrinkle Ballsack's wife? That's from Flip Wilson. Wow. But they don't live in Creve Coeur.
No, they sure don't.
Yeah, and his name's Scott. Why would she say Bill's wife?
Oh, man. Meta.
But his name's not really Scott.
No,
It's just
it's
a
not.
nickname.
His name's
Scott's
not Bill
Wrinkle
either.
Ballsack. It's an unfortunate incident I was involved in.
Doug, watch my child. I will touch you for pay. I need to talk to Lisa Ann about my wife priming me like a push mower. That's from Caller Buzz. Doug, what did I
Gosh,
just read?
it's a weird tag. No wonder these people want to remain anonymous, wouldn't you? If your boss heard that you had just written that into a radio station, you'd be given the pink slip. Short haircut.
Doesn't stop pension.
No, it doesn't. And he uses his real name. But he's out of town, too. They never hear it.
Watch my child. I will touch you for pay. I need to talk to Lisa Ann about my wife priming me like a push mower.
Or you just push the little rubber thing a couple times to get the gas up in there.
I guess that's what
primer?
Yeah, I guess that's what they call that when your wife fingers you?
I've never heard that before.
God, could you imagine your wife going up? All right, time to prime you. Oh, God.
Isn't that a separate issue, getting paid to be touched and priming the gas on your lawnmower?
No.
They're separate issues, right?
He's talking about how he would do it to you.
Oh.
No, I think she does it to him.
Oh.
She
Man.
massages his prostate before they engage in coitus.
And he's looking for a babysitter, too?
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in
Well,
there.
you don't want the kid to see
three-part
that.
text.
Gosh, we touch on some interesting topics.
Here's another one. I go on a boys' trip with the white-collar gangster every fall. Unlike Jackson and his boys, holes will be filled in September, and I can't wait. Wow. So these guys bang each other? Huh.
I mean,
It sounded like.
some guys just need to let loose.
No, they don't need to
When
let
you're
loose in
married
that
and
way.
you have a kid,
Did you start sleeping with men?
I don't think you do.
not for, relationship, but for pleasure. And
Oh, come on, you don't.
why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't?
Well, if you were a straight gentleman, you wouldn't.
After a couple kids, isn't it like, okay, let's try something new?
No. Uh-uh.
Guys, I asked my wife if she wanted to be in the Lisa and dating game. Answer was a hard no with a 4-letter expletive preceding it.
Oh.
Carlos Spicer, he will not be participating.
No, doesn't
in the
sound like.
Lisa and dating game.
These
Doesn't
people
sound
are
like-
missing out. Like when their wives are so definitive, like, no, I'm not going. Like, why, expand your mind.
And you got dinner at Olive and Oak tomorrow night.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Courtesy of EDF, the EDF group.
You can talk fantasy football with her.
Yeah.
she's incredibly intelligent, and you can just hang out and enjoy a wonderful meal and a wonderful evening at Maggie O'Brien's tonight. I don't know why these people are so close-minded.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, I feel like they might feel like they get kink shamed, and we don't do that.
I do. I absolutely kink shame.
I can confirm I'm married with a 1-year-old, and now I bang all my guy friends,
No.
and it's great. That's from Ray King.
Gosh.
Well, if you pretty much just, are worried about, you just have sex with one gender, I mean, you're pretty much...
You don't worry about it.
Well,
That's just what you want to do.
You're leaving half the population out.
Yeah, Doug, you think of it that way.
Yes, you sure are. Yeah. You absolutely are. And you don't worry about it for a second. Who worries about that? Oh, my God, I'm limiting my choices to women.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to have more fun.
Yeah, you're
Why would it be more fun if you were straight?
You have more options.
And you're closing yourself in a box. It's like having that thought process, you've eliminated 50% of the population, bud.
And happily so.
Not cool.
Guys, me and my girlfriend would participate in the Lisa and dating game, but we broke up 8 years ago, and I put on 20 pounds.
Yeah.
So Mr. Big Green.
20.
Oh, man, and I bet
40
she's married. It really probably got on when she started dating someone else.
Calling her his girlfriend. They broke up 8 years ago.
Most people who think
Still
they need to
hanging
lose
on.
20 pounds need to lose 40 or 50 pounds. Wouldn't you think? Yeah. If you're admitting to 20 pounds, it's probably double.
Yeah, when you're saying like a baby, in a stroll,
Lister has sent an image of himself with his wife.
Oh, sure. That's them, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. What a gorgeous couples we have listening to this show.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. It's like a glamour shot.
Oh, guys, my family, friends, and coworkers know I'm buzzed. They love me for me. Also, yeah, if you haven't been primed while getting a handy, you haven't lived. That's some caller buzz. He really is pushing this prostate stimulation.
Yeah, well, it's not happening on this show. And it won't happen tonight either, by the way.
Guys, I think you'd have more success if you had a guys-only dating game at tonight's event.
I'm beginning to think so, with all the chatter I'm hearing today.
Jackson, we're not limiting it to men and women.
Of course not.
I mean, don't show up with, Buzz and the retired air marshal as dates.
I wouldn't mind. That's fine.
Yeah, but they'd be fake.
You don't know that.
It's all fake.
They could be secretly in love or openly in love.
Is that Atlantic Star who did Secret Lovers? Was that 88?
I don't know the years, Tim.
It was a romantic song, but it was about infidelity. Am I right? Wasn't it? Am I right on that?
I don't remember the song or the year, Tim.
Atlantic Star?
Maybe if I heard it.
Paul, could you pull up Atlantic Star Secret Lovers? Weightlifting podcaster says, me and my wife are coming. Well, would you like to be in the Lisa and dating game?
Yeah.
I'm 47 and recently divorced. Man, I wish I would have been gay. That's from Lady Sonia's teacup.
Not too late.
I could see that if you just lost everything that you ever worked for. I could see maybe a tinge of regret seeping in.
Here it is. Think about this.
Okay.
And it's such a bouncy, romantic tune, but then you listen to the lyrics, and people are banging around.
Really?
Yeah, it's stunning. I don't know how you'd explain this to your children. How'd you explain this to John Vaughn?
I haven't had the conversation yet. It's too painful.
There's some cucking going on here.
Could mess up both their... I'm still not sure if it's a man or woman singing.
Two different people.
First was a female. Yeah, Secret Lovers. It's cucking going on here.
This is a cuck song.
It is.
It's a cuck song.
Oh.
We found a cuck anthem.
Okay.
What is the female's name, do you know?
Beyonce.
She got a nice voice.
So that's a cuck song. That is a
it
cuck
has
song.
to be, yeah.
Oh, sure, it has to be. It's of that genre.
The cuck genre of 1980s.
There are probably other songs
soft
about
rock.
secret love.
Glowworm.
No, that
You
was
know
not
what that
about
meant.
No, that was just
Oh,
about
you
a
know what that meant.
worm spinning silk or something.
Mr. Brightside, we discussed that ad nauseum.
I'm not sure about that one, but I know it has the reputation.
The first verse is about the cucking.
Is that right? Doug, is the first verse?
I don't know.
Song's 20 years old now. We feel like it's time to investigate it.
There's two gentlemen and one woman, and one of them
That could
is
just be
stuck
the
in
more
his
popular.
cage. He said stuck in his cage. He might have been in a chastity situation.
Oh.
That's a bad beat.
She's touching his chest.
But if he enjoys being in the chastity cage, Iggy, is he being cucked?
No, not if he agrees to it.
even if he's in a little cage.
If he's being berated, but if he
Dude, you can't put anyone in a cage.
if he wants to be cucked,
But it's just his members in a cage.
is what?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I actually thought
I thought he was in jail.
you like put him in a little dog cage.
I didn't
No, we've talked about
I don't
we've
care
talked
who
about
you
the
are.
chastity cage.
Yeah.
Once you're in a
we
dog
had-
cage willingly.
We had erased it from our mind.
Yeah, but in that situation, I feel like you'd have to be a cuck. If your wife is having sex with another gentleman and you are literally encaged.
Oh gosh!
Yeah, but you're a willing cuck.
How does a gentleman get himself in that situation?
There is such thing as a willing cuck.
Okay,
Doug,
now
here
we're
are the
talking.
lyrics. You decide. Coming out of my cage, and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed. My stomach is sick and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest now. He takes off her dress now. Let me go. And I just can't look. It's killing me and taking control. Is that about a cuck?
I think it's definition.
If he's in a cage, yeah.
Didn't he say it was all in his head? Like he dreamed it?
Let me look on that again.
He said it's all in my head.
I mean, it's ambiguous. The Killers.
Who? That's 2004. I thought it was 2003.
Well, I don't know the years, Tim.
I guess I'll say 2004 just because I get 2003.
Okay.
Guess I could say 2003 get 2004 though. Can't go wrong. Fun. Fun.
Good time.
I think the Killers are here in a couple months.
Okay.
I'm coming out of my cage. I've been doing this fine.
He's coming out of the cage.
Yeah.
And then he's still just watching.
Yeah. Gotta be down because I want it all to start out with a kiss. Is that first and second verse repetitive? Nurse? I never knew that. Is that right?
Well, I don't know. I haven't really studied it. I haven't really studied it.
When he says that she's touching his chest.
And that's Eric Roberts?
Yeah, ER. It screams cuckold.
Clip that off.
And
you know that video's been seen by like umpteen million people.
Umpteen.
Who?
Which video now? Are
That video with
Mr.
Eric
Brightside?
Roberts. Yeah.
Secret Lovers.
Just bring it up and see how many people viewed
I'm
that.
looking it up right now. It has been viewed on YouTube 519 million times.
Gosh.
How about that?
But there's, Lady Gaga. What is Lady Gaga's song there? The one that has a ridiculous amount of views.
Bad Romance.
Bad Romance has 1.6 billion views.
Gosh, that's like 1 out of 7 people on Earth.
And then what is Gangnam Style? I think that is the leader in the clubhouse. That one has 4.7 billion views.
Come on.
Holy moly, cockatoli.
It's got to be the same people going back.
4.7 billion.
There's probably not that many people on Earth that have a computer.
Well, I think if you watch it more than once, that counts, doesn't it?
I would imagine, yeah.
It would have to.
Is this true? Chubby Checkers Let's Twist Again is about an MMF?
I don't think it is.
Chubby Checkers.
It isn't.
Was that from like the 50s?
Yeah, 50s and 60s. Chubby Checker, he was big.
The Chubby
Fats
Checker.
Domino?
The Chubby Checker Fats Domino that was found in a bathtub
That was William Howard Taft.
during Hurricane Katrina, I think.
He did what in a bathtub now?
He was just. They
Katrina?
found him just floating in a.
I think it might have been Fats
in the
Domino.
water.
Dead?
No, he was alive, but he was just floating in a bathtub.
Maybe he was taking a bath.
No, he was trying to get saved.
Fats Domino's from New Orleans.
Well, that's probably him then.
They found him floating in a bathtub because he was trying to get saved.
In floodwaters, he had nothing. He was in a bathtub. And he was just
From
floating.
Hurricane Katrina?
I think it was Katrina, whatever that one was back then.
Wow, this is wild. Yeah, so Fats Domino, they thought he was dead, but they found him, and they rescued him. And who rescued him was #1 pick Jamarcus Russell, starting quarterback for LSU.
Really?
All right.
Who was
What a fun fact.
Who was the boyfriend of Fats Domino's granddaughter.
How about that?
Pretty nuts.
Yeah. My word.
Rest in peace, Fats Domino. He died in 2017.
Oh, yeah, he would have been old now.
Hey, boys. Happy Totem Eve to all. Have fun tonight. I can't make it. Also, happy B-Day to Biff. I hope he gets all the double D's in his mouth he could ever want. That's from Beer Cats, Milagro Tequila Star of the Month, January 2023.
It's Biff's birthday today?
Happy birthday.
I don't know.
Happy birthday, Biff.
So,
Happy birthday.
we're going to celebrate it at Angry Beaver, I guess.
Why do you suppose Beer Cats can't make it?
Hot Wife Autumn.
This is ketchup marrying season, too, isn't it?
Oh, it's prime.
Yeah.
I think he's tending bar somewhere now as a job.
Is he?
A part-time job.
Seriously?
I've seen him post that he's going to be, I'll be behind the bar tonight at this Illinois bar.
Who, Biff?
No.
No, Beer Cat.
Oh, I'm going to say, come on.
That's
no
Domino?
way.
That's Domino and Jamarcus Russell.
Maybe he's working. I don't know.
Developing Cocktails and Dreams on the Landing is a tribute to Tom Cruise.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to have a bar like that in Jamaica.
Let me get this straight. Jamarcus Russell, a cuckold victim, is tending bar tonight
at the Angry
in Richmond Heights.
At Cocktails and Dreams, yeah. And it's his
Okay.
birthday.
On land that should have been part of the new 40.
Right.
But could not be arranged because they have to move the Richmond Heights City Hall.
That's what I
which is an
understand.
historic building.
So the reason that traffic comes to a complete standstill by 40 and Big Bend is because of Jamarcus Russell?
That's correct.
It seems like it's his fault. It wasted #1 overall draft pick.
Us in Oakland, we got beef with him.
That is correct. But Fats Domino's is always going to be indebted to him.
Yeah,
and he's in a bathtub.
Correct, still. Good morning,
Taft?
Tupac's How Do You Want It is about the 48-hour thought process on deciding on anal sex. That's from Larry Thornton. Is that right?
Pac knew.
You think Pac, I mean, I imagine Pac went brown, right?
Oh, yeah, he didn't need 48 hours.
You never know. Was he with Jada Pinkett?
That's the allegation. Jada Pinkett, Doug said they were only friends. But
That's Will Smith's wife?
Yeah, no, they went to the same high school, kind of like Matthew Kachuk. Tatum.
And she wants many lovers, not just Will.
That was what was implied in her wonderful podcast, Red Table Talk.
Entanglements.
Entanglements.
Were they in
With,
Poetic
her
Justice together?
Boyfriend's.
Were they? I know Janet Jackson
No, it
was.
was Janet Jackson.
Yeah, Joe Torre. Remember him?
Comedian?
Yeah, he was a catcher, all-star catcher.
The
Came to
comedian.
the Cardinals. They made a
comedian from St. Louis.
third baseman out of him.
Yeah, Pac was in that. He's a mailman.
I think he's been on the program before.
Joe Torre?
I think so.
Well, he managed the Cardinals for a while, too.
Well, the other Joe
MVP
Torre.
in 71.
Iggy, Will Smith's a
360.
cuck, right? That's from their Terror Air Marshal.
Yeah, he's definitely a cook.
Wow! So we got a clear answer. How about that? What a moment!
Is he definitely?
He didn't know that Jada Pinkett was doing that, I don't believe.
This is Joe Torre we're still talking about?
But she revealed it to him kindly on a live broadcast.
Yeah, he got cucked on the air.
Oh. Can a cucking be fatal?
Wow.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It can be?
If it's a
100%.
BDSM, oh my gosh, watch out, boys. You put a gag in there with a whip.
Familiar with Betty Broderick?
No.
Betty
No, I'm
Broderick.
not.
Joe
I don't know
Roderick?
if I like where this
Who was that?
might be going.
That was one of the first trials I watched on Court TV. One of the first ones they broadcast.
Betty Broderick.
She was a housewife, a very wealthy housewife in San Diego. Her husband was a very prominent lawyer, and he dumped her. And but he was having an affair, and he ended up marrying his secretary.
Yeah.
And she just went into the house one night and shot them both.
Betty did.
Betty Broderick. There was actually a movie, The Betty Broderick Story.
Now, and that was considered a cucking?
Well, he was cheating on her before the divorce, so she was getting cucked during the marriage. Then he finally divorced her and married the lady he was cheating with.
And so she
so
shot
that
him.
cucking led to 2 murders.
There you go.
Oh.
Cucking can lead to murder. Guys, Eric Carmen's Hungry Eyes is about a forbidden love between a local sports anchor and his male lover.
I don't recall that one.
What year? Was that on the Dirty Dancing soundtrack?
Gosh, I don't know what soundtrack that was.
And then if
on.
that's the case, then I'm going to go with 87 because I think Dirty Dancing may have been 88. But I think 86 is live, so I'm going to go with 87 to get me home, if that is correct.
It was about a local sportscaster?
All right, I got the answer here.
Guy doing the highlights?
Dirty Dancing, the film came out in August of 1987. It actually debuted at Cannes, but then came out in August of
It debuted
1987.
at Kenrick. Remember Kenrick Movie Theater?
Yes, I sure do.
I engaged in heavy petting there once.
Did you?
During Look Who's Talking. Yep.
It debuted at Cannes, and
John Travolta was playing the voice of a sperm, or was that Bruce Willis? Who was the sperm?
I don't recall, Tim.
Kirstie Alley.
Hungry Eyes was on the Dirty Dancing soundtrack.
Nice, so I shipped that. And it's about Patrick Swayze as a local sports anchor in the Catskills.
I don't recall that part of it.
I thought Cannes was only for indie films.
No, not necessarily. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood debuted there, and that's a studio film.
If there were any psychiatrists listening to this conversation over the last hour and a half, we'd all be committed. They'd say, you're all nuttier than a fruitcake.
I'll be honest, I blacked out. I don't even know what we're talking about, so I haven't chimed in. I'm sorry.
Talking about hungry eyes.
Hungry eyes.
They'd say none of you are fit to walk among the rest of the population. You can't keep a thought more than 30 seconds at a time, and you talk about stupid stuff.
Hungry Eyes debuted at number 9 in peak position in Belgium.
All right, Belgium.
Yeah. And that's kind of a niche little ranking there.
Brussels.
Hey, in Brussels,
Belgium.
we're at number 9.
Is there another city in Belgium you could name?
Antwerp.
Oh, nice. Nicely done, Jackson.
Then I'm out. Then I got nothing after that.
You don't hear a lot about Brussels anymore.
Is Bruges, is that in the Netherlands or is that in...
I don't know that city.
They named the Sprout after that place?
That's correct.
I think so. A lot of action in World War II there. They just kind of shut it down after that, I guess.
Bruges is in Belgium. I can name 3 cities in Belgium.
Nice.
I think
This show's turning a corner right now.
Nice going.
Nice work, everybody. Nice work.
Little
on the floor.
geography lesson.
Send your emails in for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. Go to designairservice.com. Iggy, how's the forecast look for the Dotem?
Still some rain in the forecast for Friday, but I think I checked this morning on my Doppler. It said 30% now instead of 50 yesterday.
Oh, Billy Bill.
But
Tomorrow
warm.
looks glorious.
79 and Thursdays. Tomorrow is like 80. It's sunny.
It's ball striking season. I mean, all the highs are in either the high 70s or low 80s.
Then it's 90 next week. Like in 2 weeks after that, it's like 88 to 90.
How do you do?
It's unbelievable.
Maybe that fountain will go on by then.
You're not happy about that fountain?
Dude, Iggy, you should see it. They have been grinding. They've been completely like sanding that entire inside outside. They hate every second of it.
I'm sure they regret the day they put that fountain in.
Absolutely. It's impossible to take out now.
Fighting it ever since. But today it's supposed to be like up into sunny and 81, so maybe that'll dry out the course, and so carts can drive everywhere.
Oh, carts will be off path tomorrow. Trust me.
On the path? Off the path.
Yeah, it should be. Friday is up in the air.
I would suggest one thing, though, after watching last year.
What would you suggest?
Because people don't understand the ASIMs.
What don't they get?
They think it's going to take longer, and trust me, it doesn't. It goes quicker.
It goes quicker.
And I'd be up on, I forgot what hole I was hitting on.
I don't know either.
But they would break off from their foursomes.
Well,
They
sure.
say, they were taking too long, so we left.
Those aren't the rules.
No, the rules will be you got to play ASIMs. But it wasn't made clear in advance last year, so that was the problem. So I texted Jesse and Mike last week. Did I text them last week?
I don't know what week it was, Dan.
And Mike said absolutely that will be made clear that everybody's playing in ASIMs, and you don't have the liberty to break off.
Well, in the second...
You get pistol whipped.
Well, the second shot you're taking
Who's
is...
going to be pistol whipped? Who's going to be doing that?
Cletus.
And it's also...
Someone
You're
with a pistol. And if you're slow, you're going to get whipped with it.
Maybe Cletus isn't the one to monitor pace of play.
We should have told that to people before they signed up for this.
It's in the fine print. Read it.
I bet there's some groups that are really good. They get paired with groups that are really bad, and they get frustrated. And they'll, come on, hurry up. Go, we're not going to do this all day, are we? And then they break off.
Yeah, they break off, and then they're going to be waiting for an ASIM in front of them all day, so what does it
And
matter?
then it's going to be awkward on the tee box when the foursome finally wraps it up.
And each of them gets pistol whipped,
Pistol
too.
whipped,
It's not
that's
just
correct.
one of them, but all four.
Each, that's correct.
Like in the back of the head?
No, right in the nose.
You get the option.
Right
You
in
have
the beak.
3.
The beak. Anyway, it's Design Air Heating and Cooling. Go online at designairservice.com, the official HVAC provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. Jackson, how do you feel like doing QFTA today?
Good to go.
All right, there you go. Got a lot of them. You want to TMA conspiracy theories? Those are welcome. Tim McKernan at InsideSTL.com. We also welcome erotic stories and anything really. It's a free for all. Tim McKernan InsideSTL.com and Design Air, the official HVAC provider of that podcast and this podcast as well. Design Air is online at designairservice.com. Tune up the air conditioning for the summer with Design Air Heating and Cooling and the great Seth Goldcamp. Send your emails in for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today, which comes your way in about an hour and 8 minutes. We'll wrap up the 7 o'clock hour. Brought to you by Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Alton Toyota. And then we're going to have the Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Alton Toyota PGA Championship DraftKings Showdown.
Oh,
my
man.
God.
It's almost more drama than I can
He says he loves his team. And he won the Masters. He's like John Rahm going for the Grand Slam.
Well, I don't know about that. Didn't I win the first one?
No, Masters won the first one. You won 3 or 4 last year.
Sure I did, yeah.
He's having a bounce back year. That's coming
You can
up
still
next.
win 3 or 4 this year.
There you go. Yeah, you still can.
True.
That's coming up next. This is the Ryan Kelly Morning.
The Totem After Party at the Normandy Pavilion will happen both days after the tournament, May 18th and 19th. Brought to you by CJC Transport. We improve transportation bottom line, one load at a time. After 18 holes of golf, come hang with your buds and TMA guys for food, drinks, and fun. And nudity, or at least most of those things. While you're there, get you a CJC Transport cocktail, smash burgers from Rockstar Tacos, and the fine folks from Evolution Festival will be on site sampling 9 different bourbons and whiskeys, like Yellowstone Select Bourbon, Rebel 100 Straight Rye Whiskey, and more. Plus, CJC Transport will be hosting a single long putt challenge with your chance to score $2,500. The Totem After Party. Find out more at TMASTL.com. Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today. If your business needs shipping and logistics solutions, then CJC Transport is here for you. CJC Transport is a family-owned St. Louis business that specializes in LTL, full truckload, hotshot, flatbed, intermodal, and container import-export across the lower 48, Canada, and Mexico. CJC Transport prides itself in its great rates, but more importantly, its exceptional customer service that is readily available to answer your questions and optimize your supply chain solutions. Call Tom at 314-322-0627 or visit CJCTransport.com.
When we think of a real estate agent, we think of somebody simply selling our home or finding us a new one. I mean, they're all the same, right?
Okay, here's the comps. We'll take some pics, we'll post them, and I'll get back to you, okay?
A home is life-changing, and your real estate agent should reflect that. Honesty, integrity, and someone who will go above and beyond to make your dreams come true.
The Jeff Lotman Group with Compass Realty. We're different because you're different. We want what you want. Experience the difference today at jefflotman.com, bringing people and properties together.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan of TMA, and I am thrilled to have new clients on board Longo Biggs Injury Law. CD Longo and Doug Biggs. And Doug, the thing I want our audience to know is that you guys are local and you guys are different. Tell our audience how you're different.
Yeah, Tim, both CD and I are from St. Louis area, born and raised in the South City area or the South County area, and we are also thrilled to be part of the TMA family now. If anyone signs up with us for an injury case, their case is treated like they are family. We get to know you, we get to know the ins and outs of your case, and make sure we represent you like you are part of our family. We're not like one of the large firms in the area who might take your case and just treat you like another number or another file. You'll get our personal attention. It's either CD and I who will handle your case directly, and if you are injured in an accident, please remember us. You can visit us at longobiggs.com, and that's Biggs with 2 G's.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
I will tell you this. I don't know if you can find a better place to get your work in than Family Golf and Learning Center if you want to become a better golfer. The driving range is absolutely phenomenal, but the short game area is where you are going to shave strokes off your game. It's Family Golf and Learning Center. Enjoy lunch or dinner on the terrace and wonderful patio on the back 9, bar and grill, plus the incredible golf amenities at Family Golf. Learn, practice, play your best. FamilyGolfOnline.com.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Doug Vaughn here alongside Ryan Kelly, the home loan expert. Ryan, a lot of people need cash and they need it now, but they maybe don't want to refinance their mortgage. What can you do to help them?
No, you're not kidding about that. A lot of folks refinanced or bought a house in the last couple of years, and they have this really low interest rate, 2.5%, 3%, and they know they have $100,000 in equity or whatever that number is, but they just don't want to refinance that loan. And that's why we have a home equity line of credit at the Home Loan Expert. We can tap into the equity and get you the cash you need without touching that low rate on the first mortgage you have. It's a great solution when you need to pay off those credit cards, when you want to make those home improvements, or you want to just get caught up on the bills finally now and put some cash in the bank. A home equity line of credit can give you all of those things without replacing that current low rate first mortgage. Got questions? Ready to get pre-approved? Let's talk. It all starts today by visiting thehomeloanexpert.com.
Hello, it's Jackson for Rosalita's. TMA listeners know that Rosalita's Cantina has the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. From tableside guac to piled high nachos, the amazing menu at Rosalita's is full of classic Mexican dishes. Plus, it's always time for a margarita, and Rosalita's has the most delicious house and specialty margs in town. Enjoy happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 6, and let Rosalita's cater your next event. Check out rosalitascantina.com or visit the downtown or DePere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalita's.
If you are planning to shave strokes this summer while looking good and staying cool, then be sure you are wearing Holderness & Bourne. Holderness & Bourne offers premium golf gear that blends classic style with modern fit and performance. H&B's look is more polished than other golf polos because the sleeves won't hang past your elbows and the fabric won't crowd around the shoulder, so you can swing free and easy. Enjoy 15% off your next order at hbgolf.com with the promo code TMA15 and feel the difference in Holderness & Bourne's premium golf apparel.
The Morning After and the movie Air want to give you a $500 Visa gift card. All you have to do is go to the TMA app or TMASTL.com to get registered. And then maybe you'll take that $500 Visa gift card and buy a new TV so you can watch Air on Prime Video. From award-winning director Ben Affleck, Air reveals the unbelievable game-changing partnership between a then-rookie Michael Jordan and Nike's fledgling basketball division, which revolutionized the world of sports and contemporary culture with the Air Jordan brand. Now streaming globally on Prime Video this Friday, May 12th. Go for the $500 Visa gift card now on the TMA app or at TMASTL.com.
I'm gay. Now.
The Ryan Kelly Morning After.
KPNT FM HD2.
Collinsville, St. Louis.
Sick of Sweet Wednesday yet because today's the day of the Totem. You know who wants to talk about the Totem?
What?
Our title sponsor, Ryan Kelly, who joins us right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Ryan Kelly, online at thehomeloanexpert.com. Happy Totem week. Ryan Kelly.
Hello, Ryan.
I'm getting so excited. Keep going, Tim.
Put that off. Snag that audio.
Oh, man, what a warm welcome. Totem week. Gosh, one of the best weeks in American history.
It is. It is considered that, actually, by historians.
I saw it on Wikipedia. It must be true.
Yep.
Sure it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Hey, boys.
I agree with
Happy Wednesday to y'all.
Happy Wednesday to you and yours. We're wonderful. How are you, brother? What's the good word? Tell me the good word.
Well, maybe you haven't heard, but mortgage rates are sure coming down, and that's a big relief.
Yes, that is big news.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of volatility right now. I know we got a lot of people in the industry that listen to the show. Tip of the cap to all you for working as hard as you do to help people get these loans and homes and everything else. And they know, and I know, there's a ton of volatility, right? So as soon as I go out there and say mortgage rates are dropping, the next day they go up, right? It's like, ooh, up, down. It's like a roller coaster at Six Flags. But now we're kind of seeing the trend, when we're stacking up multiple days in a row of a downward trend. And that's a good sign. That's a good deal. That's a lot of savings for homeowners. Think about this. If you were looking at buying a house, a year or 2 years ago and rates were in the threes, you got an idea of what you could afford. And you're like, all right, I can afford this $200,000 home and fits right in my budget. I'm pre-approved. I'm not finding anything. I'm going to wait. And then you look, a little bit later when rates have doubled and gone over 7%, you're like, well, shoot, now I can only buy a $100,000 home for that payment versus a $200,000 home. This is crazy. So a lot of those folks just pulled out of the market. And like, I'm going to keep renting for another year, or we're going to stay put in our current home, and the boys can share a bedroom or whatever they need to do, just to make it all work. But when rates come down like they are now, it opens up that buying power again and puts a lot of people that have been sitting on the sideline back in a position to actually come out and buy a home and have an affordable payment. So we're super, super excited when we see these rates come down, more than just up and down, but a trend of going down day after day, because that allows people to refinance, buy homes, save money, and all that. That's great news. The bad news is you need to act, because what will happen now is as rates do trend down and come down, assuming that continues, and it looks like it will, well, then these people will come out of the woodwork. They will get off the fence. They will start buying homes. And that's great, except for the fact that there's like super low inventory, right? So when these people do come out to start buying homes, they buy up all the houses, what will happen? Home values will go back up, right? So if you've been thinking about buying a house, you should act sooner than later, because, again, as people get back into the market with lower interest rates, home prices will go back up. And then, again, that $200,000 house might turn into $225,000, $250,000, all that, because there's just nothing else out there to buy. So that's how that will work. My big advice is, if you've been waiting, if you've been thinking, just give us a call. Call the office right now. We're standing by. We'll talk to you, answer all your questions. 314-781-9700. That's 781-9700. You can always go online to thehomeloanexpert.com. Love to answer those questions. Love to answer all your mortgage stuff and kind of quote you some rates and payments and all that. And if it works out, we'll get you to the closing table in 10 days or less. That's our guarantee.
How about that?
Boys, I'm going to leave it there. Enjoy the Totem. This will be 1 year. I will not make it. I've loved being there. Man, I know. Don't rub it in. Handle not being there. It's tough. But I will make sure to follow all that wonderful content that's always out there, and I'll be there in spirit. Enjoy it. Thanks for everything y'all do for St. Louis, raising money, playing golf, great morning show. Super excited today, man. Let's go. Talk to you soon. Thanks, boys.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Title sponsor for a decade online at thehomeloanexpert.com. The name of the game is supporting the sponsors. If you wouldn't have ever supported the sponsors, we would never be inside of a closet next to a restroom away from legitimate radio stations.
Look at us now.
Think about that.
They're moving us further away.
Closer to the door.
All of our sponsors are so nice, though.
Yeah,
we have great sponsors.
And you know what? What Jesse and a number of our salespeople say, they say the same thing. Jesse, who handles our events, and she will be busy as can be, already has been busy as can be, setting all of this up with the Hubbard Street team. But also, the listeners are incredibly kind folk, for real.
Yeah. And a lot of them have supported our sponsors in a big way. Big way.
Jack, that's the name of the game. You're damn right, Jack, that's the name of the game. Think about that. You're damn right, Jack.
That's the name of the game.
I've said many times the same thing. They can call in here and text in and, crap all over.
Bust balls, eh?
Yeah, then you see them at events, you have a beer with them, you say hi, you play golf with them. They're all great people.
Think about that, Doug.
Yeah. I am thinking about it.
What's
long and hard. I'm thinking about it.
Guys, would you like me to call in to guess Iggy's PGA Championship lineup like I did for the Masters? Sure, Flip Wilson, 636-9004-TMA.
I think he got 2 of the 6 right last time he guessed.
So he's 33% conversion. I have some compadres who want to do a syndicate, and I'm just so bad at it. I don't even want to take the time to do it. Plus, we got a lot going on here the next few days, so I won't even be able to watch it. Don't you feel like this isn't getting near the attention of the Masters?
Yeah, and I don't. I think what I think it is because the Masters was all about the live players. I think most.
That was a storyline. I agree with that. I don't know. I don't know why I don't feel it, but maybe it is getting a bunch of attention just because I've got a bunch of stuff going on. I'm not paying attention to it, and then I think everybody's not paying attention.
But also, the Masters comes at early spring there, where people are finally through winter. They go, oh, good. Oh, here's a big tournament. Oh, the weather's great again. The
That's
best
when
players
women
are
start
out there.
touching other women.
I don't think that's got a thing to do with it.
And I think that Tiger not playing has something to do with it.
Yeah, I suppose that's the case. I don't know. I mean,
it's a great field.
Of course. Won't be able to watch it Thursday and Friday. We'll be out Doteming. And then Saturday, I guess I'm playing Cletus.
They have replays late.
And then Sunday, I don't know. I'm sure my wife's not going to be like, yeah, go ahead, watch golf all day after you've played golf the last 3 days.
Yeah, gosh.
Well, your wife's a sweetheart. She probably would say that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but there's also reason. And I don't know if that would be reasonable. 4 straight days. I need to recover from the 3 days I played golf by watching golf.
You handle the kids.
I know you're managing a 14-month-old and a 5-year-old, but I need to be in the basement watching golf. Leave me alone, woman!
And you're going to need something to eat 2 or 3 different times.
I need White Castle.
Mom, the meatloaf.
Perfect. Flip Wilson's on the line. He wants to guess the lineups.
Well, I can't tell you now.
Guess the lineup.
I haven't done mine yet.
Yeah, right?
You haven't done a lineup, but we're about to do this.
No, I've done it, but I can't just...
The Munganass Daily Fantasy Sports Showdown. It's major season. How's?
If he's going to do it with us, that's fine.
Why would he do it with us?
Well, he said he's on the line. He wants to guess, but I haven't given my lineups yet.
Hello, Flip Wilson.
Hello.
You're in the Fan Page Club Championship, aren't you? You playing KG in O-Town?
Yeah, in a few hours.
In a few hours? Oh, Doug, you going?
No, hell no, I'm not going.
I wouldn't mind playing Cletus today.
Beautiful.
I was supposed to have a meeting today, and now I'm not having it. And I would rather get it done today. But I don't know if that's fair to Cletus because he's apparently getting shot up with stuff on Friday to play me on Saturday.
Is that legal?
So he's like the Tin Man. He's like just trying to get out there.
I was thinking about texting him, and I'm like, oh, he's already like made this thing about getting shot up on Friday to play me on Saturday. And then
just to
it's
try
not
to get
gamesmanship. I honestly just want to watch the PGA Championship and not really have to drive more than 3 minutes on Saturday. Honestly, I might forfeit.
Oh, no.
Do it, dude. Let's set the tone, dude.
Flip Wilson, what's the word?
Oh, not much. Just figured I'd for all the majors this year, I'd call in, try to guess Iggy's lineup.
How many did you get correct for Augusta National last month? Iggy thought you got 2 of 6.
I got 2, yeah. Yep.
Right.
And 2 that was on his previous roster that he changed last minute. So, I don't know, I was counting it as 4 or 6.
How boring is your life when you call in and try to guess some lineup that Iggy's got in fantasy golf?
Oh, very boring, Doug. Thank you.
Well, it must be. Get something going. Okay, so what are your guesses?
Hey, how did you do this last time?
Well, I mailed them in because I couldn't call in. I actually was busy that day.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. I don't know. We want to start at the cheapest guy that I have.
Iggy, you have the box. Iggy will, of course, respect it. He will not pivot off of it just because you guess it. All right, fire a bullet at the cheapest guy. Ladies and gentlemen, Flip Wilson guessing Iggy's lineup for the Munganass Daily Fantasy Sports Showdown. Doug, now it's on to Oak Hill.
And now it's on to Carnoustie.
Let's see. We're going to start in the 7,000s. Ricky Fowler.
My first pick, he's at 7,600. 7,600 is Ricky Fowler.
Oh, my God!
I kind of had a feeling Ricky was
I mean, what Flip Wilson does is he just finds the chalkiest of chalk.
I think he's got my password or something.
Nostradamus on the line?
No, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. I build a lot of the lineups the way Iggy does.
Okay. What's that, chalk?
I pulled Patrick Cantlay, 9,700.
Wow, nice start.
It's not terrible. Not like his pace of play, but...
Well, I don't care about his pace of play. Now, what's that noise I'm hearing?
Like Sibian.
All right. Let's see. Next player.
You were right, Tim.
Let's see. We'll go with a local guy, 7,700, Keegan.
Keegan Bradley?
I almost put him on my roster because I always do at the
local?
PGA usually.
Is he local?
I don't think so.
Why would you say he's a local guy?
California guy.
No, Keegan's from the Boston area.
Well, that doesn't make him local to us,
Local
does
to the
it?
club, Doug. Local to the club, if I'm not mistaken. Am I correct?
It's Boston. This is upstate New York.
Yeah, it's just like Columbia, Illinois. Close enough to St. Louis, right?
No. Doug, is Rochester and Boston close?
No!
I thought it was close.
Right. Well, you're right.
Gosh.
You're right. It was in the 7,000s. 7,800. Adam Scott.
Yep, that's my next guess.
Okay, well, you could be now. Why don't you give us all of your guesses now so we don't think you're cheating? Just run down the list. It shouldn't take half an hour.
All right. Matty Fitzpatrick, Sung J M, Tony Finau. There you go.
Okay.
None of those are on there.
Matthew Fitzpatrick.
Oh,
Fitzpatrick is on there.
Okay, you got Fitzpatrick.
Oh, so, yep, 3 of 6 this time.
Not
All
bad.
right, Iggy.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Choosing from
I'll
100
get off
plus.
the line.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Flip
nice
Wilson.
job.
Wasn't that...
That was pretty good.
Doug, Boston to Rochester is only 6 hours.
Okay, that's a long way.
Oh, that's easy. That's
That's like saying St. Louis and Topeka. We're twin cities.
just driving to Dalhousie 6 times.
It's just a 126-hour walk.
Think about that.
Okay, let me pick another name here. This game has gone overboard.
Yeah, why don't you try and guess Doug 6?
Okay.
We're stuck together.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be a battle. Mark Hubbard.
Oh, homeless Hubs, they call him.
Well, that sounds like a player.
He's such a bad golfer, they call him Homeless Hubbard?
Put everything on the line.
His Twitter handle, Homeless
There's
Hubs.
not a lot of homeless PGA pros, are there?
There was.
Ooh.
Guy on the Corn Ferry Tour a couple weeks ago. The big story about him. He was living in his car, and he qualified for the Corn Ferry Tour.
Really?
How about that?
Yeah.
That's pressure.
I don't remember what he did. But
Okay. So I need another one, right? Because Iggy's revealed 3. Fowler, Scott, and Fitzpatrick,
Well,
right?
it's not my next one, though.
But you've revealed those 3 are on your team.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
We don't need a big speech. Okay. I can't. Okay, I have one now. I have it right in my hand. Brooks Koepka. Wow. 10,100.
Yeah, you may have to start watching.
Yeah, this is going to be watching salaries.
So what do you got? Cantlake,
Hubbard.
Koepka, and Hubbard?
Yeah, he's got average.
What's Homeless
remaining-
Hubs? Homeless Hubs has to be low.
77.
No, 66.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
Oh, then you're
6,600.
fine. I thought that was 7,700.
He's got about 8,000 remaining for each player. So
Okay.
That's doable, Doug. That's
Homeless
doable.
Hubs can pop up there, but I don't know if he can pop up at the. He finished T11 at.
He can just get something to eat.
You just need him to make the cut. That type of player.
He's a
just
good
needs
night's
to
sleep out of his car.
Make the
Right.
weekend.
That's interesting.
All right, so who do I have?
He could
Who
be
do
a
I
nice little sneaker
Who
player.
did I give you
this
so
week.
far? Scott.
Fitzpatrick.
Fowler and Fitzpatrick.
All right, let's go with 8,100. He's going to win this year.
Who is
he's
it?
just always up there, and he's just so calm and collected. Hits the ball long.
Ooh.
I'm going with Thagala.
yes.
Oh, nice pick, actually.
How do you spell that?
Thea.
No,
Thee.
Gala.
Gala. Gala.
Yeah. Shout out to Heath.
Yeah, what a great
You
personality.
wanna
One of
give
the
him a
better
shout-out?
ones on tour.
Gala.
Sahith.
Okay.
Should have won the Waste Management last year.
All right. Who do I got here?
Yeah.
Ju Young Kim.
Which one is that?
JOOHYUNG Kim.
Is that Tom?
I'm reading you the name right now.
What's the
Ju Young Kim.
What's the price?
8,000.
It's got to be Tom
Tom.
Kim,
That's
right?
Tom.
Yeah, okay.
Tom Kim.
That's a good play. Right in that wheelhouse of where your number needs to be, too.
How do you get Tom out of Ju Young?
Well, I just know the Kims. In 8,000, Tom Kim is a player.
He's got a high ceiling.
I like his personality.
Okay.
Is he hit it far? I mean, I know they all hit it far, but relative to other players.
He's not very tall, is he?
I like his iron game.
I mean,
though.
Rory
Don't know.
McIlroy is not tall
Yeah.
either.
God, I wasn't even looking when I picked him. I don't have his stats. I don't know how far he hits, how tall the
Doug,
guy.
but why
I
would you
thought
pick-
you picked him because of his strokes gain
No.
distance, and you're monitoring distance
no
because
reason.
of the long carry.
Oh, he's 6 feet tall. Never mind.
He's
6
got
foot.
2 wins already.
20 years
he can
old.
play. 20
years old? Jeez.
Oh, my.
That's actually crazy.
Killing it at the President's Cup, too. Balls of steel in this kid, huh? He'd be dangerous in the Fan Page Club
I didn't know he
Championship.
was 20 years old.
His iron testicles?
Yes, it's correct.
Yeah. During a
Feel
chastity
them.
cage.
Okay.
Coming out of my cage. I've been doing
Plays
this
it on
fine.
the final round.
You have another player?
My fifth, if he hits the ball like he did last week, and putts like he did last week, he's going to be there. I'm going with DJ, Dustin Johnson.
Doug, you watched him last week on the CW, which broke out of their live coverage to watch a replay of the Goldbergs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but with 4 holes left.
Good show.
I had to go watch it on my phone on CW.com.
I was watching the Cardinal game last night in the 9th inning. The screen went black.
All right.
That happened to anyone else on Spectrum?
Yeah, that's Bailey's.
Yeah, it
black.
happens every day, Doug.
I mean, I thought there was something wrong with my TV. I went to every other station was on. The Cardinal game, I could hear Chip Carey. I couldn't see anything. I missed the entire 9th inning.
Plow says it's just Bailey's plow policy.
This feels like I've got 2 or 3 in my hand.
Ooh, I like that. Go skiing.
Let's go ahead. Pick whatever one you want.
Is this only one in my hand?
I see only one.
All right, who did I get? Well, not a very high number. Adam Scott.
Iggy, don't you have Adam Scott?
I do.
7,800.
So you get to pivot.
Or you can keep him.
I think I would keep him, Doug, honestly.
I'll keep him, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, then you can't get rid of him later.
You got
Yes,
70,
I can. I can get rid of him whenever I want to get rid of him.
That is true. I think we did make that rule.
You got 7,800 left to play with, Doug.
Play.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Got plenty of guys in that.
All right.
wheelhouse.
My last player, I just need him to get a week. These are small greens out there, so putting won't be that big of a deal.
Putting's always a big deal.
Well,
this year.
It's not it's not your thing you're looking for.
Generous gimmies this week.
I'm just looking for it.
Oh, my God. It'd be so funny if they were doing inside the leather. They're laying putter down.
I'm going with Victor Hovland.
Okay.
I like that. I like Iggy's roster right now.
Do
actually.
you?
Iggy loves his roster. Right? You love your roster.
I love my roster.
Well, you should. You get to pick him.
How many dollars does Doug have left for his final player?
$7,800.
Okay, you can do some work with that.
Yeah, grab out along.
So you're going to get a lot of chalk in that.
I got Matt Kuchar.
That won't be chalky.
That should be under 7,800.
6,900.
Yeah.
You got something to play with, but good for you. I think that roster plays, Doug. That roster
Cooch can sneak into a major
He
top
enjoys
10.
a good backdoor top 10 on a Sunday
Loves
when you're
it.
not paying attention to him.
Yep.
Got to have Cooch or Hubbard make the cut. You got to have 5 or 6.
Homeless
You gotta have
Hubs.
one of those two.
Not a bad roster, Doug. When you get Cantley and Kepka in there and still get Kim, Scott, Kuchar.
Dirty Doug, he is a little feisty this morning, and Papa Likey, rawr. That's from the 618.
Don't say roar.
I like that a lot.
Doug, my screen went black as well, thanks. That's from DJ Jazzy
Did it?
Jeff Albert Pujols.
Okay.
Stan the Cat, he says, same here, Douglas.
I kept expecting to see technical difficulties or for them to say something about it or
No, it's just
something to happen.
An important part of the game. That's why they want to get black
It
screen.
was the ninth inning, and he's talking about Nootbaar's fly ball. There's a long drive to right. Is it deep enough? Oh, it's caught at the wall. I would like to have seen it.
Brewer's center fielder made a great play on the baseball.
Did he?
Wilson Contreras hit, yeah.
Probably the Bally's didn't even know it was out.
Looked like me in Little League when I didn't pay attention and the ball came flying at me.
They made you play outfield in Little League?
I mean, you know, in Little League, how you like rotate positions and stuff.
Well, if you're one of the bad players, you rotate left field, center field, right field.
I mostly played shortstop.
Oh, okay. So
wow.
Yeah. You were the best fielder on the team then.
No.
Well, what kind of Shishawali coach you got that doesn't put his best gloveman at short?
I'd like to manage against you.
Where else would you put him in Little League?
Catcher.
I was usually the stout kid.
Yeah. Coach's kid is pitching.
Yeah, it actually was the case in my team.
Yeah, it's almost always the case.
And he would weep.
He would cry?
Sometimes.
If he couldn't get the ball over the plate or if they'd hit him?
Yeah, both.
Is that? Do you think that's a higher percentage of kids crying as the coaches or their father's the coach? I feel like that's a live theory. What do you think on that theory?
It's interesting.
Could be.
Because I can speak to my incredible, I hope that doesn't come off wrong, athletic career.
It was something else.
It was stopped after 8th grade.
Well.
And I can think of a lot of the weeping children, and oft times their fathers were the coaches.
It's probably more stressful if your dad's the coach.
Yeah, I would think so.
More anxiety there.
Or when you know your dad's going to ridicule the
Father will
botched.
ridicule? Yeah.
Oh, I've seen some
really
talking down to their 9-year-olds about botching a play at third or the overthrow at first base. It's like, dude, the kids haven't even developed yet. Their brains are barely developed to understand the game. No 9-year-old is a prodigy that's instantly going to go pro. Not many of them do you see. They're just bigger and better at that point.
Mm-hmm. You've never seen Like Mike.
Is that the one with Little Bow Wow?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That soundtrack is heat.
When I coached Greg Vaughn in CYC basketball, grade school years, the kids would be running around the gym to get warmed up once or twice. And I'd say things like, come on, Evan, let's go. Andrew, come on, let's hustle. Greg, meaning Greg Vaughn. Greg, let's go, let's keep up. And then he'd come home and say, you yelled at me the whole practice. You never stopped yelling at me. I just said your name.
I bet that's hard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's kind of how it went. Yeah, I don't think kids like it too much when dad's the coach.
I've never coached anything.
Bowling.
Bowling.
Yeah, I forgot about football.
Yeah. Ran them right out of business.
But that was more being a mentor.
Basketball, baseball, soccer, I never was a coach. I mean, I play with my nieces and nephews, but I never was like a coach of a team.
If you don't have children, it would be kind of...
Yeah.
Red flag.
Well.
Hello, red flag.
Hey, I'll volunteer to coach the kids.
Yeah, well, I volunteered in college to coach a middle school team, but that was like how every team was volunteers who weren't parents.
You don't need a coach if you have clubhouse turf in your backyard, Doug. You just go out there and you get your work in. Celebrity greens, that's what you got. That's what John Rahm has in his backyard, what Max Homa has in his backyard. And now our listeners can have it in their backyard as well. While tour players get up and down 2/3 of the time, scratch golfers still only get up and down around half the time. The way to score, work on your short game. Each Clubhouse Turf signature green is unique in design, whether creating a replica hole like the 12th at Augusta or the 2nd at Belle Reve. Clubhouse Turf can create your own backyard golf experience that your family and friends will enjoy for years to come. Call Clubhouse Turf, St. Louis's exclusive partner of Celebrity Greens, Golf Digest Best in Golf, and start improving your game today. The number is 314-834-2339. You can visit clubhouseturf.com and let them know TMA sent you. Fully customizable layouts from the design all the way down to the speed of the green. It is Clubhouse Turf at clubhouseturf.com. Let them know you're a TMA listener and get a true role when it comes to your personal putting green. clubhouseturf.com. Man, how nice would that be?
Oh, that'd be sweet. Yeah.
God, that would be great.
Especially right now.
Just
Weather's so
put the
nice.
AirPods in, go out there and just get working. Oh, how do you do? I like the sound of that, Bill.
Maybe they'll put one in for us all.
You think so?
They put one into my common area.
That would be nice.
Do you have to get that approved, or can they just go out there and start moving dirt?
I just do it myself. What are they going to bitch about?
Yeah.
Makes the place look better.
I interviewed Ray Floyd once. You remember him? Golfer
Sure,
Ray Floyd.
absolutely.
Good golfer.
Yeah,
he lived in Miami, and he had a big sand trap and green in his backyard. Very nice little setup.
Tiger's got it's not a course, but he has a setup with that, and it's, I don't know how long in between his house and then Jupiter Inlet.
Wasn't there a video where Jim Nance has like a par 3 hole
He does.
in
He
his
has
backyard?
a replica of, is it the 6th at Pebble? That's that short par 3?
Like, it's exactly how I would want my backyard to look. Now, granted, I would rather have like a Mark Wahlberg style, where you have like 3 or 4 par 3 holes.
Oh,
I mean, but
just
if
go
you're
out there and get working.
But if you're living in that tight-knit community where he lives and you're able to sneak in a par 3 hole, it's stunning, man. It's stunning.
Yeah, that would be fun.
They've done a couple specials on that. I think Golf Channel and ESPN have separately.
I think
kind of give a tour of it. It's
2 holes would be nice. One right next to the other, so you could play one and then turn around and just go back and play 2. So you don't have to play one, then walk back up the hill or back up the road and hit from the tee box again.
Work on chipping and putting. That would be so fun to do. So, yeah, I need a celebrity green. Get one in the barn off, Doug.
Well, right now I got plenty of room on the polo fields for one. But what am I going to do with the horses?
Chip Carey's in the building.
Is he?
I can't see him.
I know. We lost all our celebrity stalking to pick off from the real show.
We got a camera somewhere out there?
Yeah, I just saw it on my Twitter feed from the opening drive.
Oh.
He's in there with Randy Character and Kerry Davis.
Yeah, maybe he'll stop in here.
If he mistakenly needs to go to the restroom and opens the wrong door.
Oh, dude, I left a streak in there this morning.
You did not. Why would you do that?
Did a triple flush to try to get it out.
The triple flush?
Well, it was just the last 2 flushes were just the, trying to activate that streak to go down.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry.
Why don't you take care of that at home?
I don't know. Probably wake up Madison. One I did this morning would, for sure. The smell.
Your streak's still in there?
I don't know if it's still. I haven't been in there since.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry. I didn't mean
Is
to
there a
derail
plunger
everything.
in there? Could you use the plunger to take care?
That's the dicey thing. Luckily, that thing can flush like a trash can down there.
Well, it is a great toilet.
Oh,
Doug, we have a
my.
great toilet on the other side of that wall.
That thing, I can't believe we can't hear it. It is.
Yeah, you're right.
Like hearing Niagara from up close, like as you feel.
And you still had to go 3 flushes.
Well, I got everything down in one, but then I saw the streaks, and so I'm like, okay, one more flush.
It's like an airplane laboratory.
You got to be careful. If you have any loose hat or jewelry, that airplane one will absolutely suck it down.
I've heard about suction toilets in yachts or boats that are so strong that it can suck the colon right out of you.
I've actually
inner organs come out.
That is possible.
Yeah, I've read that.
Man, could you imagine having to end the trip early and having to explain?
Would you like walk out of the airplane bathroom like holding your colon?
I think you could walk.
I think you would.
I think you got to be able to get stretched out.
Probably screaming also.
Oh, God.
Bill. Like, oh no, my colon.
Flip that off.
You'd be yelling more than that guy that United Airlines beat the stuffings out of, and they had to drag him out.
Was that when he cried?
Well, he should have been crying. They beat the stuffing out of him.
Plowsy, the trick to not have a streak is to lay down teepee before you drop clay. It sets up a barrier.
Don't say clay.
Wait, are you laying it down inside?
Yeah, it's better for preservation, too.
But also, when you drop, it's not like I can get it on the exact spot. It's like trying to spearfish a fish.
Well, you put a bunch, bunch of them down there, just like you would, the ladies cover the toilet seat in the gas stations.
Now I'm concerned about a plunger
lay
situation.
little strips down there.
Yeah, lay a base.
Well, just a thin base.
If you think you're going to leave a skid
Doug,
mark.
this one was pretty...
How about you just get yourself regular, eat some fiber every now and then,
Everybody
and take
who's
care of this at
regular
home.
has had streaks. Sorry, happens.
Look, if you first drink coffee when you get to work, you'll have no choice but to go at work.
Well, then don't drink it first thing at work. Drink it first thing at home.
But then, on the ride over, that's when it's brewing.
Oh, well, I'm not a coffee drinker, so I don't know how that works.
You should get involved in that.
I'm not going to.
Why don't you drink a cup of coffee one morning, then go back there and take a dump?
I don't want to do that at all.
Then you can talk about streaks with us.
I don't care to.
Clay.
I don't like the word clay in that usage.
We'll wrap up our 8 o'clock hour. It's brought to you by the Appliance Discounters. Online at theappliancediscounters.com. And they have an 80,000 square foot warehouse. That's where you can get all of your goods from the Appliance Discounters. Also, the great James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. 314-961-4800. Go online at carltoninsurance.net. Work with James Carlton, Plowhawk's client. I'm a client. Say, friends, why don't you become a client as well? You'll be really happy you did. You don't believe me? That's fine. I understand it. I'm sketchy. I'm creepy. I get it. You don't want to believe me. You don't want to believe a person like me can exist in society.
It's almost too good to be true.
I agree with you. But look at the 310 5-star Google reviews when you type in James Carlton's name and the Google machine for you. 310.
Are you out of breath?
James Carlton. 314.
Jiminy Glick.
Always Jiminy.
Had a couple versions. Porta Potty Guy was right in there.
961-4800. People, the listeners think Porta Potty Guy's a local guy. He was a guy that was an interview from a radio station.
And I made up one at that, but...
his tone of voice, Jackson, it's almost like anybody can be the Porta Potty Guy, because we have pointed out eight different clips we played. Somebody goes, is that the Porta Potty Guy? Yeah. Somebody who calls in, is that the Porta...
We have
He's like a universal...
and they're asking if it's the Porta Potty
Well, it's just a monotone guy, so anybody can call in and do it. Well, I just saw the green thing, and I didn't think it was going to bother me, so I went in there and just,
it's wild, the tone.
Up, try to see some girls.
It's a little mosaic.
Definitely mosaic. Speaking of Gabe, Colonel texted me and a group of our, they all graduated from Missouri. I was there with them. And KOMU yesterday tweeted out, social media influencer Patrick Mahomes has been charged with 3 counts of aggravated sexual battery and 1 count of battery after an incident at Overland Park, Kansas restaurant. Of course, it was his brother, Jackson
That's
Mahomes.
different.
But KOMU tweeted out it was Patrick Mahomes, and all hell broke loose.
Yeah. That's a lawsuit, right? Even if it's an accident?
Well, it did have a picture of Jackson Mahomes' name under the picture, but they said Patrick Mahomes.
They left out Patrick Mahomes' brother. Right? Maybe that's what they were trying to type.
That's right.
That's a miss.
I wonder if he's an embarrassment to Patrick at all.
Oh, I would assume they've had some internal conversations that family has about maybe distancing himself
Can
from
you
them.
just
Maybe, I don't know.
not maybe behave yourself just for a little while your brother's one of the most famous professional athletes in the world?
You have to act that
Just
entitled
behave.
to, yeah.
Doesn't his wife get a little banty, too, on social media?
She throws things at people. Wait, didn't Tim bring up that story where somebody thought she threw a drink at somebody or during a playoff game? I can't remember the story. She's not loved.
Probably not if she's throwing drinks.
I think that was the story. I don't want to allegedly.
What other famous athletes have had brothers or sisters that were an embarrassment? Anyone else come to mind?
Oh, man.
There have been presidents who've had brothers that were embarrassments.
There have been sons.
Yeah.
Andy Reid's son kind of have had a dicey little past.
Yeah.
Man, that's a good question. Yeah, Jackson Mahomes, Jackson, not you. He's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
The TikToks and the dancing.
I never see him do that, but this is taking it, whatever he's been doing on social media, this is taking it to a whole nother level of bad.
You can email in the morning after at Inside Steel Account Design, Air Heating, Cooling. Email it comes your way in 30 minutes. Jackson and I will deal with the situation with the Cardinal loss last night. Coming up at 10 o'clock on 101 ESPN. Then I guess we'll go QFTAing. Send yours in. T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com. Anything goes, Doug. QFTA. It's free for all these erotic stories. Hot, naughty.
Any of them true?
All of them.
Any of them women?
No. Not a one.
Yuck. That'd be icky.
I don't know if I've ever received an email for QFTA from a woman, honestly. And I've saved them all, so.
Yeah, probably not.
Doug doesn't seem too surprised by that revelation.
There's no female listeners.
Well, that's essentially what we have to look in the mirror on.
Yeah.
Send your emails in. The morning after at InsideSTL.com. Send your emails in for QFTA, TMA, conspiracy theories, your erotic stories, whatever works. Anything goes. It's a free-for-all. Team McKernan, InsideSTL.com. This is the Ryan Kelly Morning After.
I'm Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com. Credit card debt in America is approaching $1 trillion with average interest rates over 20%. You're officially stuck in the credit card debt cycle. The debt never leaves. Well, there's great news if you're a homeowner. Home values are still near all-time highs, and there's never been a better time for a cash-out refinance. Ready to see what a life without the credit cards can look like? It all starts today by visiting thehomeloanexpert.com. The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326241.
Is your basement leaking? Do you have cracks in your foundation or brickwork? If so, Stratum Structural Systems has you covered. At Stratum, we provide prompt and trustworthy basement waterproofing, foundation, and crack repair services to ensure your basement is dry for years to come. Are you finishing your basement? Stratum is also our area's leading installer of egress windows, which are now required if you're finishing the basement. Winner of the 2022 BBB Torch Award, Stratum Structural Systems. StratumRepair.com.
Engineer Design Facilities is moving forward as the EDF Group, the most experienced data center and critical facilities service provider in the St. Louis market. Check out the newly revamped website, theedfgroup.com, and take a look at each of the three divisions they have to offer. EDF Group is your one throat to choke for all your critical facilities, data center, commercial fire alarm, and electrical and IT infrastructure needs. To contact the EDF Group, email fire@theedfgroup.com. Experience the EDF Group difference and learn more at theedfgroup.com.
Hello, it's Jackson for Rosalita's. TMA listeners know that Rosalita's Cantina has the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. From tableside guac to piled high nachos, the amazing menu at Rosalita's is full of classic Mexican dishes. Plus, it's always time for a margarita, and Rosalita's has the most delicious house and specialty margs in town. Enjoy happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 6, and let Rosalita's cater your next event. Check out rosalitascantina.com or visit the downtown or DePere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalita's.
Deagle Truck Center has been the St. Louis area's go-to medium-duty truck dealer since 1933. Deagle Truck Center is a union shop looking for technicians and bodymen for both their Hazelwood and St. Louis locations, offering the highest rates of pay in the area plus benefits. An authorized Isuzu dealer, Deagle's friendly and knowledgeable staff is prepared to make sure you have the best experience. Stop by the Hazelwood location to see their selection of new gas and diesel Isuzus and pre-owned inventory. Visit DeagleTruckCenter.com to learn more. That's DEGEL Truckcenter.com.
That ball is gone! Blow off work and join the morning after at Busch Stadium on Wednesday, June 14th, when the Cardinals take on the Giants for a day game. You can get field tickets for $30, which includes $12 in cards cash. Maybe use it to buy helmet nachos? You'll sit with other TMA listeners, too. Before the game, head over to Salt and Smoke at Ballpark Village for a pre-game live TMA broadcast from 7-ish to 10 with a special breakfast and drink menu from Salt and Smoke. They're not to completely overload you with information, but here goes. Head to the TMA STL shop to get your best fans and baseball shirt for our big day at a big discount. Use the code CARDS to get the shirt for only $20. Plus, all shirts will ship to Hubbard, and you'll pick them up at Salt and Smoke the morning of the game. Find out more about all this stuff at TMASTL.com.
2022 Sea-Doo personal watercraft models are now on clearance. And whether you want to break out the wakeboard, catch a break, catch some fish, or just cruise with the family, we have a Sea-Doo for you. With new models, new features, 2 years of coverage, and interest rates as low as 2.99, there's no time to wait. Come see us at Big St. Charles Motorsports today in St. Charles, Missouri, with all your questions and find out more about our promotion and financing options. 2022 clearance inventory is limited here at Big St. Charles, so don't miss out.
Milagro means miracle, Doug, like it's a Milagro that people actually spend all day on the TMA fan page. Milagro also means tequila when it is time for cocktails. All Milagro tequila is handcrafted in small batches from a state-grown 100% blue agave in the highlands of Jalisco, Mexico. This award-winning tequila is renowned for its superior craftsmanship and modern sophistication, offering an authentic, elegant spirit experience. Welcome to a brighter side of tequila with Milagro. Imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc., New York, New York. Please enjoy Milagro tequila responsibly. Illinois Recovery Center is the new premier inpatient substance abuse facility in Swansea, Illinois. When it comes to the disease of addiction, getting help should not be as difficult as it currently is. The Illinois Recovery Center's mission is to be the receiving hand in the community when someone seeks help. The IRC delivers a comprehensive system of care that welcomes both the individual struggling and family alike. If you or someone you know wants to learn about the Illinois Recovery Center, please call 888-472-9559 or email info@illinoisrecoverycenter.com.
Driving the ball 300 yards is cool and impresses your buddies, but scoring amounts to getting the ball in the hole. Thus, the best way to lower your scores is to improve your short game. If you want a golf green that putts true and gives you real grass performance when practicing chips, pitches, and bunker shots, the only company to call is Clubhouse Turf, St. Louis's exclusive partner of Celebrity Greens. Each Clubhouse Turf signature green is unique in design and can create your own backyard golf experience that your family and friends will enjoy for years to come. Call Clubhouse Turf today at 314-802-6229. Or visit them online at clubhouseturf.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan of TMA, and we are thrilled to have another new sponsor on board the show. A couple of guys I have gotten to know. Longo Biggs Injury Law, Doug Biggs and C.D. Longo here with me. And C.D., one of the things that I want our audience to know is this. When people get injured in an accident, they don't necessarily know what to do, and that's where you guys come into play.
Yeah. Tim, it can be a very confusing process. If you get hurt in a car accident or injured some other way, people do not know what to do. They don't even know how to start a claim. We're going to take the hassle out of your hands and make the entire process very easy. Injury cases are potentially worth a lot of money. We're going to make sure you get every dollar you deserve. We're very excited to be part of the TMA family. We're hoping to have a lot of fun with this. If you are a loved one, do get injured, please remember us at Longo Biggs Injury Law. You can visit our website at longobiggs.com, and that is Biggs with 2 G's.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
If you're concerned about the health of your trees, you need to talk to the Davey Tree Expert Company. These people love trees. They have a passion for keeping trees healthy. Their certified arborists provide personalized care for your trees. They're trained in the latest technologies for safe and accurate pruning and provide reliable preventative measures for diseases and invasive insects. Call Davey Tree at 314-961-5440 or see their website at Davey, spelled DAVEY.com.
There's a lot going on in your household on a daily. So whether you're trying to clean it, chill it, cook it, wash it, or dry it, we have a selection of appliances to help you run your day.
At Appliance Discounters, we have your appliance at drastically lower prices. Father's Day is around the corner. Give the gift that lasts. A Bosch dishwasher. It's practical, makes everyone's life easier. And in stainless, it will shine. With your Bosch dishwasher, Appliance Discounters will even throw in a replacement install for free. TheApplianceDiscounters.com.
'Twas the night before Totem, and all through the bar were the sounds of Iggy talking about being cucked on the hood of a car. Yep, it's the return of the legendary Night Before Totem Party, 7 p.m., May 17th at Maggie O'Brien's in Sunset Hills. Brought to you by the EDF Group. Join Tim, Doug, Iggy, Plowsy, Action Jackson, and Lisa Ann. Experience the return of the Lisa Ann dating game and take advantage of drink specials all night. Plus try their house specialty Reuben rolls or take part in the wing eating contest. By the way, it's free to get in. Find out more at tmastl.com. Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
I spent 4 years in San Francisco.
The Ryan Kelly Morning After.
KPN-TFM HD2,
Collinsville, St. Louis.
It's great perspective this morning on the eve of the Totem.
I didn't know what to play.
So perfect. On the porch.
All right.
I mean, we're 25 hours away from balls in the air. Puts it in perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You get nervous around Totem time?
Oh, extremely nervous, I don't sleep, I can't eat. Can't keep any food down.
We have a routine, though. We'll bring the clubs out at about 10:15 after the show. So we have about 15, 20 minutes. And me and Doug and Mark Hanna will hit about 50 balls to start. So we're ready.
Yeah. We're ready to go, and then the groups come up and they look at us and say, "You're not going to hit it, are you?" We go, "Well, can we?" They go, "Gosh, go ahead."
We don't even ask. We just kind of push ourselves on.
Right. Then they play their own shots and.
Have you seen the pin
next
locations for tomorrow? I'm just
No.
curious what they're doing with number 5. Jackson, would you prefer the pin back or front?
Back.
It was on the lower tier last year, and I was peppering it.
Lower tier is a kind of a sucker pin.
I'm a sucker.
Yeah, but you got a lot of room behind it where you can hit that little slope and bring it back.
Yeah.
I want it back left.
Oh wow.
On 12.
On 12.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, back left on 5. It's a disaster.
Which one are we on, 5 or 12?
You guys are on 12.
12.
Jackson's celebrity shot on 5.
Right, but we can all hang out at the Great Confluence.
That is the Great Confluence.
I don't think we moved from there last year.
Well, if you notice, you can see 6 holes as you turn. I think
That's
you
a
can
great
see
spot.
4
Because I know a lot of
hits.
people have gotten tickets, and if you want to watch the players, standing at that confluence allows you to watch the ball strikers at 5 and 12 tee, and then you can watch the players attack the 8 green, and also them come in on number 4.
That's the dangerous one, though.
Par 5.
Right. The corporate tents are the best way to
That's
go.
the best way to go.
You got the guys hitting 2 or 3, hitting 3 wood on 4, basically right at you.
I think anyone's going to be
scary.
topless. You think any of the guys will be topless?
Yes.
Holler at 'em.
Cletus.
Yeah.
Cletus strikes me as a guy who could have nipple rings, doesn't he?
Oh.
Or had them and they're still like scars. Like their saggy scar from like 30 years of being pinned.
I got a picture of him topless.
You have?
Let me know if he has nipple rings.
Why? He's sending you nudes?
Should we all go topless?
He was on the golf course changing.
My physique,
before his
I
round.
need to.
Oh, well, that'll happen sometimes.
Doug, let's all go topless. Get some sun.
All of us?
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing with the director of sales and one of the general sales managers. How would that play if I took my shirt off while I play? You think they'd like it?
Send a message.
They would send a message.
There was a time years ago, if you played a public course, it wasn't that odd to see somebody playing topless.
Oh, no.
Oh, if you go to some of these courses, denim and topless.
I got suspended from my high school team for coming up to 18th green topless.
People used to sit and watch baseball games at Busch Stadium topless.
Yeah,
They
Harry
did.
Carey did a game topless.
I have a picture of myself topless at Busch Stadium.
Yeah, we'd like to see that, please.
I remember Rick and I
in the
got
70s.
Rick and I got kicked off the golf team mid-match because he got drunk. And like there are people that have carts, but they, high schoolers are walking, but they're like, marshals or whatever volunteers that have carts, and he just could not walk anymore and just took a cart, just flipped it. And that was it. That was
Coach said that's enough.
That was enough.
Yeah,
High
that gets
school?
thrown out.
Yeah,
he was a great ball striker.
Where's he
too.
getting booze on a golf course?
It's just a small town, and he has plenty of options.
Homemade.
Not homemade.
Moonshine?
It's not toilet
What, are they
wine.
making moonshine at this
Hooch.
school? I'm picturing Doug today dressed in an elegant light blue chiffon evening gown with spaghetti straps and lightly sequined. He has a pair of stiletto heels and looks a bit like Edie Gourmet.
I sold all that.
I can finish now. Thanks. That's from the 314.
I think we should have a TMA fashion show where every once in a while some of us have to put on like the latest in evening wear with gowns.
What in the world?
I think it'd be fun.
I'll go
I know
first.
there's a massive cross-dressing trend
we get
sweeping the nation.
like
We don't have to get
Macy's.
caught up in it.
We got like Macy's or some bridal company to be a sponsor and the latest fashions. I would come out. I'd come out in a white.
They would love that.
How about Brooks Brothers or something like that?
Yeah, but then every once in a while, a guy comes out in like the latest strapless
No, that's not okay.
sundress.
Plowhawk, you've worn women's clothing.
This is
before,
when I
haven't
kink
you?
shame.
I have. I wear kid clothing every day.
Well, people will come out to watch
I'm fine
this.
wearing women's clothes for sure.
Don't you wear like a pea coat that's not necessarily?
Oh yeah. Well, the thing with that pea coat is on the inside, on the outside, it looks like a normal like dark blue navy pea coat, but when you open it up, it's like light purple, fuchsia, and like teal, like checkered pattern.
Why would you buy such a thing?
And the brand is like a female name, so it's like you got to keep that one buttoned up. And
Ancline.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's an Ancline.
I could probably get Tara Savello to do our makeup.
Who needs makeup?
Well, if we're gonna
How
wear
far are
women's
we
clothes.
going with this?
I'm not ever wearing women's clothes. You seem to be excited about the prospect
If
of
we
this.
did a fashion show, a TMA fashion show, I would dress up with the women's clothes.
Why would you do that?
Just for the fun of it.
Feel pretty.
You enjoy cross-dressing?
No.
Doug, you've worn makeup plenty of times, though, right?
Pancake makeup. We used to have to because the lights were so bright it would look like you were sweating doing the news if you didn't have some makeup on to get rid of the oil.
Well, from what I
on your
heard, you
face.
demanded more.
I didn't demand nothing.
I just do things that would be fun for our listeners.
They did bring a makeup specialist once to work with people, and they were putting eyeliner on the guys and everything. I said, it's not going to happen. I'm not doing
Eyeliner?
this. Yes.
Joshua.
I think it looked a little black under the eye there, kind of like Robert Smith.
No, I'm not doing that.
Thought about doing that.
Why would you do that?
Some rouge.
Looks kind of
Ooh, you and rouge.
I'm not.
It's
No,
kind of sexy on a man.
it doesn't. Eyeliner?
I know this goes against our brand, but I want to tell you about something I find attractive in women.
What?
Or should I stay on what we're doing right now?
Please change the subject.
I kind of like what do they call it? Like the smoky makeup thing that women did at a time?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what
think
that
so.
move is.
Eyeliner?
Or our female listeners can call in.
Little Avril Lavigne vibes. Avril
Yeah, I know.
Lavigne.
I know she did that, but that wasn't
Over the eyelids?
Thinking of kind
of like gray, smoky.
Yeah, sure.
Kind of almost like a bluish gray.
Yeah, that's another one of my things.
I like that.
And I know a lot of women are trying to catch my eye off St. Charles Rock Road tomorrow.
I like a good cheek.
You like a good cheek?
What does that mean? What do you mean?
Costanza.
That's a Seinfeld episode.
But what does it mean?
I don't know. It was George going, I like a nice cheek. He goes,
Didn't he bring up rosy? Like it's like a nice rosy hue?
Rosy hue. She's got a hue.
There a hue? Yes, there's a hue.
Okay.
Avril
Great
Lavigne's dating Tyga.
I saw that.
Tiger Woods?
No, Tyga.
Who's that?
Young Money, Cash Money.
Think about that.
Are they the same person?
No.
Can you even have a name like Tyga when there's a Tiger Woods that's one of the most famous
Yeah, but
people in
it's
the
spelled
world?
with a
Spelled
Y.
and pronounced different.
I don't care how it's spelled.
That's why he's Cash Money Manny Money Mash. Cash Money.
That
That's
was
the name of the segment.
seamless.
Cash Money, Money Mash.
Seamless.
Guys, what in the hell are the Fats doing on the fan page today?
No clue.
This text was sent in earlier in the show. So then I went and I browsed it while he was talking about his cross-dressing fantasies to see what it is. Is it because there's an argument going on? Jackson, I haven't gotten any notifications for threats of violence, but I could see it with an argument. Somebody posted a picture, don't be this guy. Is that what the issue is? And then it's a picture of a guy, and then they started arguing. Is that it?
Anytime that there's like a post that says like 1 hour or like 50 minutes ago and it has 90 comments, you know hell is breaking.
You know Zuckerberg dialed in on it.
Usually that's something Cletus posted.
What are they arguing about?
All I see is a screenshot of a DM, and it says, "You're just going to stay mad, huh?"
Ah, man.
And it says,
That's something to spend your time commenting on?
Don't be this guy. Well, I guess one of the fan page members sent this to another fan page member.
And if it's a DM, that's a private message. Why would you out somebody by sending their DM putting their DM up on Facebook? I mean, they sent it to you privately.
No.
Obviously, it's not private.
No, I don't know.
I'm looking through.
And everything. Anything we need to.
It's kind of a pillow fight.
Yeah, it doesn't take much for people to comment on things.
Yeah, I would. I'm not too concerned about it.
No, I wouldn't.
Nor would Zuckerberg.
Mm-mm.
Good. A lot of my sorority sisters do the smoky eyeliner look. All the boys love it. That's from Mr. Big Cream.
Okay.
Remember Taylor Momsen? I think she's gotten away from it. But Taylor Momsen from the Pretty Reckless, she used to look like a raccoon.
Doug, you like that? Is that
not really?
She would put so much black eyeliner under her eyes and on top of her eyes, and she looked like a raccoon.
Really?
Ooh, wow, yeah.
Trash Panda?
She's kind of gotten away from that now. Trash Panda.
Yeah.
She's from St. Louis.
That's what you call a
Sure
raccoon.
she is. I've interviewed her a couple times. She's playing Point Fest this year.
Hell yeah.
She's going to rock the house.
You going?
Yeah.
Did you ever get your tickets to Cure? Is that where you wanted to go?
I did.
Are you going?
I think so.
This is in Chicago.
Yeah.
You find a place to stay?
Yeah, a listener's putting me up at this club in Chicago that's kind of like the MAC here.
At a club?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like the MAC. They have 280 guest rooms.
Chicago Athletic Club? Something like that?
No, it's... God, I forgot what it is. If I pull my phone out, it's
You get to stay there for nothing?
He's a member. He says he's going to comp me. But then...
Sick.
I said, can you get 2 rooms? Because I may be taking a girl,
brother.
and it's not a date. She goes, well, I got you the room under the pretense that I thought you were taking me to the concert.
Oh, really? So why don't you take him?
Now I feel kind of guilty.
So you're not going to take him?
Well, I haven't asked anybody yet. I did ask somebody, but I don't think they'll be able to go.
Who's this gal you'd like to take?
Just nobody.
No.
Just nobody.
Okay.
So I probably will take them, but I'm thinking about a train. A train is only like $55 round trip on Amtrak.
It's fun, too.
Yeah, fun way to go.
I like doing that.
More comfortable than a plane.
I'm there in like 4.5 hours.
That would be a really fast
I'll
train.
take the over on 4.5.
These trains, they just, I think they just started a week ago that they got the trains up to 110 miles an hour now.
Really? With no stops?
But I'll have to stop.
Yeah, no stops. I asked him if there were stops. He said no.
Oh, really? Yeah, then it might actually take like 5 hours.
Yeah.
And then have the afternoon, maybe have lunch and go to the concert and then stay at this place and then take the...
I just hope that you don't get a derailment.
Well, thanks, Doug.
Well, it happens.
And I'm thinking the whole time about running off the tracks.
You gotta get an Italian beef.
I mean, I'd like to drive, but...
Fair.
So why don't you?
Yeah, I'd like to have a car when I get up there. Then if I get off the train, I got to find an Uber to take me to this place and then go.
So why don't you drive?
I think I might.
All right.
I haven't decided yet.
So this guy's going to give you the room, and he wants to go to the concert with you.
Yeah, but then he said, "Don't worry about it. You don't have to take me. I'll get you 2 rooms if you want it." I said, "I feel guilty now."
Oh no.
I never met the guy though.
The girl doesn't want to stay with you.
Well, I wouldn't want her to stay with me.
Why not?
Because she's just a friend. So it would be another room for her.
Okay.
Look, I don't want to stay with Lisa Ann. Why would I want to stay with somebody else?
Well, I don't know.
In a vacuum, would you like to make love to her?
Who?
The girl.
Lisa Ann? Or the girl I want to take?
That's right.
No. Just friends.
Okay.
But, like, if you just saw her on the street and you weren't just friends, would you like to make love to her?
This is a Dear Deidre. She is 37.
I was trying to find out if you're attracted to her. That's all.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all I'm doing, Doug.
Yeah,
I'm attracted to her as a friend. She's very fun.
I find my friends hot.
I enjoy being around her. But if I saw her on the street and she was a complete stranger, yes, she's very cute.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Doug.
Be darned. But this is strictly platonic.
And she's married?
No. I know it's shocking that I'm taking somebody who's not married, but
Yeah, that's not like
she in a relationship at all?
I don't believe so.
Huh. Who is this mystery gal?
What age range is she?
Early 40s.
Early.
Wow.
She's divorced.
So she kind of likes an older gentleman.
Doug, are you having fun?
Am I having fun?
Once you get over 40, I mean, everything's 60, 70, 80. It don't matter. About the same age.
Well, there's a big difference in 40 and 80.
Oh, definitely different between 60 and 80 for sure.
Not really.
40, you're still right in your prime.
If you're in your 40s, you're getting old. Like 60, 65, 70 is no big deal.
Oh, it is a big deal.
I mean, 25 years difference. Yeah, if you're like 30 and she's 15. But if you're 42 and he's 65, that's not a big age difference.
That's a big difference.
No, it's not.
So if I got divorced and brought an 80-year-old to a TMA event, would you guys raise your eyebrow?
No, it's you're about the same age.
Oh, I'd be like, this is completely normal. Nothing is wrong with this.
I mean,
I'm not going to ask any more questions.
She wasn't in a walker.
Well, at 80, you probably should.
I agree that the age range
Look at Martha
widens
Stewart.
as you get older.
Martha Stewart's on the cover of Swimsuit Edition. She's 81.
Okay, we can't bring up her or Cher. They're like anomalies in this situation. But in most times...
Tim would get something like that if they were 80.
Doug, have you seen any 80-year-olds that you go, yep.
What a moment it would be like an acid trip if I saw Tim walk in with Martha Stewart to a TMA.
Hey, you ever been to Maggie O'Brien's in Sunset Hills? We got an event tonight, Martha.
Put this VIP pass on.
I hear their toasted raviolis are just great.
That's right.
I think if you're 40, your range might be maybe 10 years in either direction. If you start talking 20 years, that gets to be you're in a whole different generation.
Think, and I could be off the mark on this, Doug, you'll probably be able to give me some perspective on this, that for a gentleman, once he is past prime breeding ages, I don't know what range the prime breeding age is.
49 and a half.
Is that it? Is that the cutoff?
Yeah, 50.
Robert De Niro just had a kid at 79.
Okay, again.
That your ability to court women has less to do. I mean, certainly I would imagine there's some factors that are non-starters for women, but the bank account net worth becomes perhaps the number one reason you are getting who you are getting.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Now, that is a double standard because it does not necessarily work that way for ladies. But as Chris Rock said in his routine here in St. Louis that he was kind enough to drag out since Dave Chappelle had just left Ohio, he made all this money not to be banging Anita Baker ass. He wanted Doja Cat. And so he was pointing out that Anita Baker, while lovely, is a little older and is comparable to his age range, I guess, although Anita Baker, I would think...
She's got to be 64, 65.
I would think that she's in her late 60s, early 70s. Doja Cat, who's probably in her 20s, I would imagine, mid-20s, is what you get when you're in your 50s and have millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah, I get that. But God love Robert De Niro, 79, just had a kid. I would have thought there'd been oatmeal by now.
Doug?
They'd have oatmeal by it. What does that mean?
What do you like, cinnamon and spice? Maple brown and sugar?
Maple brown sugar.
Well, his would be oatmeal by now.
What's oatmeal?
Jackson's buddy who has big nipples.
He does. But just a wonderful human.
I must have suffered a head injury in the last few seconds. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I don't know if I
hear the words, but
knew
they're
anything.
not meaning anything to me.
If Tim got divorced and started dating an 80-year-old, I would too. Thanks. That's from Stubby Applause.
Oh, gosh.
Tim, if that 80-year-old was sporting smoky eyelids, I'd respect the hell out of you. It's from Minute Bull eligible.
Yeah, what if she was worth $80 million?
Count me in.
Jackson's in. So you have not been with a woman who's older than 30, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
But you would go out with an 80-year-old if she was worth a bunch of money.
Yeah.
That's if you thought you were going to get in on the will?
Well, just like or
just for what she could do for you in the years she's got left.
Like a trip, yeah. Like a little trip. I've seen like Hallmark movies about this. Where
Hallmark does movies like that,
where it's like this.
Where an 80-year-old goes out with a 25-year-old.
It's like a caretaker, and the relationship develops, and they go to the south of France.
Sounds like a stag film.
You'd be the pool boy.
Yeah, and we go to some cool island or something and have a wonderful trip.
Ibiza.
And I would
you say Ibiza or Ibiza?
It never comes up in my.
I say Ibiza, and it would just be wonderful.
I think the problem with that is with medicine and modern science nowadays, if you're looking for a sugar mama, 80, you still potentially have 10 to 12 years.
Maybe 20.
My intentions
Anna
are
Nicole
honest,
Smith did it right.
My
97. It's perfect.
And you know who loves that are the kids of the older gentlemen who've died.
Yeah, the kids
They're now in their 50s themselves, waiting for the money. And then some 20-year-old comes in and scoops it all up. They love that.
So they do enjoy that.
Yes.
They do enjoy that.
They weren't too happy with Anna Nicole.
No.
Not.
But my intentions are to love this woman.
Well, that's an uphill battle.
How about this text that just came into the EDF group text inbox? Jackson's about to pop his older than 30 cherry tonight after the Totem. And that comes from Bill's wife.
Is that who it's from?
Wow. We came full circle, Doug.
So she's an older gal.
Yeah, made of plastic.
You found a ride?
Well, she's older than 30.
Yeah. Oh.
She's probably 31.
How you getting there?
Uber everywhere.
You should get a ride in our TMA van.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be on display tonight at Matty O'Brien's.
Oh, is it really?
I missed that
Hang
last
bus.
week. I'm not in the picture. Maybe you can Photoshop me in there.
Maybe I should drive that, so I'll have a car tonight.
Yeah. So bad, yeah.
You could pick up all the listeners, Doug.
Well, I don't need to pick them all up.
Imagine
Call a bus stop.
going to the peninsula, you're riding on the ferry with that TMA truck.
That would be an interesting video to drive around in that thing and pick up the listeners.
Or you could pick them up on a jet ski from Big St. Charles Motorsports I-70 and the Cave Springs exit, brother. That's where you're going to find it. And it's perfect because Memorial Day weekend is fast approaching. 2023 Kawasaki jet skis are now on clearance, starting at $89.99 at Big St. Charles Motorsports. That's right. New 2023 Kawasaki STX 160s are now only $89.99 down from an MSRP of $11,399. Don't miss out on a savings of $2,400. Class-leading acceleration and advanced electronics. Come see us at Big St. Charles Motorsports today in St. Charles, Missouri. 2023 clearance Kawasaki inventory is limited here at Big St. Charles, so don't miss out. Price does not include manufacturer surcharge. At $400 for cash purchase. Offer subject to change with notice. Some restrictions may apply. See salesperson for details. Big St. Charles Motorsports located at I-70 at Cave Springs. BigStCharlesMotorsports.com. Think about it. Think about it. What are you thinking of? Yeah. EDF is the sponsor of the party tonight. It's Maggie O'Brien's. Come on out. It's going to be a pony. The EDF Group has that raffle going on. You can sign up tonight. What do you get at the raffle presented by the EDF Group sponsor of the text inbox, Doug?
What?
Dinner for 4 with wine pairing at Olive and Oak.
Nice.
4 Cardinal Field box tickets and a $250 gift card, all courtesy of the great people at EDF, formerly known as the Engineer Design Facilities, folks, now the EDF Group.
That's a big prize.
Telling you, sign up to raffle, and all the proceeds go to Birdies for Bipolar, our charity partner for the 2023 Michelob Ultra Totem, which gets underway tomorrow at Normandy. Donut Drive-In providing breakfast. And then you get lunch from Rockstar Tacos and dinner from Rockstar Smash Burgers. Michelob Ultra throughout the day. Whole sponsors with booze galore.
No. Well, it'll be a fun time, that's for sure.
Ball striking clinic.
Yeah. Is it sold out, or can a fella get in real late at this point?
I don't know on that. I know Friday sold out. Yeah. Thursday we had the backdoor thing. Back doors closed in 2024, hose. Huh. Your back door, if you got it this year, you got it. Dirt store ain't open in 2024.
Okay, that makes little to no sense to me, but I'm sure some will get it.
People booked both Thursday and Friday to make sure that they could get in.
Uh-huh.
And then when they got their spot on Friday, then they emailed to cancel with Jesse.
Oh, I see.
And that was the back door.
That's kind of dirty pool.
I kind of respect it, to be honest with you. There's a loophole. We'll close the loophole.
All right.
Hey, Jax, what's going to be your beverage of choice tonight? That's from Big Tuft.
Probably water. Hate to disappoint.
So then why would you Uber if you're just going to drink water?
I'm not Ubering.
Oh, I thought you said you Uber everywhere, baby.
I'm talking about Bill's wife, Uber everywhere.
Okay.
But no, I will probably just be enjoying, it's early morning the next day.
Yeah.
The life, the behind the scenes life of a HD2 producer is one that requires hydration.
You're always on duty, aren't you?
Yeah, always on call. I've been compared to a doctor. I'm probably more important.
I agree with that.
Yeah, some sort of surgeon, probably. Heart surgeon.
Yeah.
Saving lives. You feel like you save lives by producing this show?
That's a good question.
Yeah. I'm sure there are people out there who need this to live, and, I'm happy to do my best to give that to them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm a hero.
But you're certainly a first responder.
But I'm not a hero.
No.
So that's kind of
You're an essential personnel, I would say.
I might have a shot of something if someone brings that over to me, maybe one. But, yeah.
I guarantee Eddie McVeigh will bring them over.
Yeah, I'll enjoy one there, and then that'll be it. And then I'll drive home and go to bed and get up early to do this again, baby.
Oh.
Live from Normandy.
Yeah. Friday afternoon, I might have a few cocktails, but we'll all see.
Okay. Well, it's always a fun time.
The Totem.
And the winners get what now?
Yeah, the winners do get something, don't they?
I thought they got at least a little trophy or something. Where's this
Jackson,
trophy over here?
Evolution Fest
This
tickets.
is for
That's what it is, yeah, Evolution Fest tickets.
Oh.
Yeah, tickets to Evolution Fest.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
Super cool. Yeah.
Good morning, I need Tim to live. Thanks, that's from Mr. Felch.
Okay, Felcher.
You know what that
Tim's a
means.
hero. Tim's a hero.
Let me in through the back door, baby.
What? No, what's that? What was that?
Pretty reckless. We were talking back door earlier.
I think enough of the backdoor chatter.
I just decided to stop talking while I went into the email.
Okay.
And I was curious how we would fill the time. And it was the answer was let me into the back door, baby.
Yeah.
I think it was perfect.
Don't stop talking. Don't ever stop talking.
I guess that's the lesson.
Yes. Because it goes off the rails toot sweet.
I got a few days off coming up.
Have you?
I do. There's a did your sons have pre-K graduations?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, sure.
What in the hell is this?
Basically,
so I got that next Wednesday.
Isn't it like
I'm coming in to do the first 2 hours of this. Gets me off balloon party.
No offense to the kid, but like, you get dropped off and that's it, right? Like,
I mean, he
right?
goes for a full day.
He goes all day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you drop them off.
Yeah,
sure, you don't stay there for the preschool, but
well, I'm saying
for the
like,
graduation, they have a little party. There'll be cake and punch.
I didn't know kids stayed all day.
Some do.
You have the choice, yeah.
Some don't.
We thought, considering our 5-year-old apparently has no need for sleep and never has, that it would be good to get him
off, baby.
Gosh, like Thomas Edison apparently didn't sleep either.
It is nonstop. So we got that. Let's see, going to Las Vegas next Friday. Following week, playing with the Warson Woods Wacko and his member guest. And then I got mine in 2 weeks. So I got a lot of Fridays coming off.
Huh.
But not where I'm taking weeks, just taking days. And then in July, going to Hilton Head. 4th of July.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Family vacation. Jackson, I guess you'll be running point.
I think I'm also out of town just one day.
Oh, Bill. Go back to the Smokies?
Just one day. No.
Run point.
A family vacation. I'm on a family vacation.
I think it's cute that some of you short hitters go on vacation and stay stateside.
You guys don't go to Monte Carlo.
Maybe they take that day off as our makeup date for tonight.
Oh, that's right. We do get one. Nicely done.
Do we really?
Yeah.
Good spot there.
So if Jackson and Tim are going to be out, then maybe take that day off.
Yeah, I think I'm off the 5th of July because I assume we'll have Monday the 3rd off.
I'm planning on going there for 2 weeks, but I thought I'd maybe do the show from down there. It's so easy to do the show remotely, as you experienced, Doug. That computer's magic, especially when you can do the
really
YouTube.
Is, yeah.
It just doesn't matter. All right, let me do the designer heating and cooling email of the day. Cardinal tickets for this Sunday. Clayton Kershaw, Jordan Montgomery. Once again, not too happy about being pulled from the game last night. Did you catch that?
I didn't see that. My screen went black.
What are you on, the Bailey's app?
I wasn't on the app. I was on Spectrum.
Cletus is all messed up. You are welcome. I put my Lithuanian voodoo hex on him because nobody beats Tim in the fan page tournament. No. Body. Speaking of makeup, you know the old saying, if you put lipstick on a pig, you've got yourself one heck of a party. But this email is about the Totem. I, for one, would like to put all fan page differences aside for one day. At the end of the day, we all want the same thing. The feeling of Doug's warm oatmeal inside of us.
Oh, gosh.
It's from Bob, and then his last name is
bad email.
Medic?
Bob Medic? He's a doctor? But he's new.
Welcome to the show.
It was a poor email. How come he always goes first? Does he put...
Yeah, Jackson, do you have a specific batting order? He usually is at the top of the order. I don't think it. I think it's his time-wise.
I just put it into the filtered file and however the
filtered file.
Chips fall.
Filtered file has an algorithm.
Always first.
Skeleton cousin.
He's like Cal May.
I thought you said Bob Maddock was new. Morning, boys. Can't wait for tomorrow. But first, how could something so wrong be so right? I wish we didn't have to keep our love out of sight. Living two lives just ain't easy at all. We gotta hang on and after fall. Secret lovers. That's what we are. Trying so hard to hide the way we feel. Because we both belong to someone else, but we can't let it go because what we feel is oh so real. So real. Doug, thoughts, concerns? Thanks. That's from the 830 Recreator.
I don't know how real it was. 830 Recreator.
You think that song, if there was a divorce, would be used in court? Wouldn't that be some form of evidence?
I don't know.
For the cuckold?
I don't know that you could cite song lyrics.
Talk to YNW Melly.
Doug,
talk to Young Thug.
Why would I talk to him?
Talk to them, because it's a big thing right now.
I thought thoughts, concerns were Lefty Jacksmere.
This is 830 Recreator. Just read what's in the prompter.
Well,
I saw Courtney Landrum in the commercial break. And she goes, I was walking by your studio, and for those not aware, which I guess would be damn near everybody listening, they play each station's shows live in the hallways you walk past each station.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, I was walking by your studio last hour. Were you guys playing Secret Lover?
Oh,
they
don't get us.
I don't get it either.
They don't understand.
And then you explain the context, and it makes even less sense.
Yeah.
And then I explain, I go, yeah, that's what we're doing in here. I see you have a window.
She goes, oh, we were playing the same song.
And she said Atlantic Star also did a song called Always. Is that right?
I don't remember.
Play that on Balloon Party.
Yeah, play that for the return. Love that.
Glubnar's initial written recording transmission to Runlark 6. Jackson, have you read this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Glubnar hovered around planet Earth to research and discover. Findings below. Multiple species, including man and woman. Research shows terrestrial radio has devoted programming to each specific species. Species man has dangler between vertical limbs. They like to talk about dangler, touch dangler, and compare dangler. I have the most girth. No, I have the most girth and length. Dangler holds strange power. Species woman has saggy front flops. Babies feed from flops while man plays recreational activity golf and sporting tournaments with one beautiful woman who plays with dangler on video transmission, and a man species who uses an earth term girdle to hold the area around his dangler. This Cletus species has a unique attraction to danglers and touches them. Some earthlings enjoy this, some run in terror. Radio transmissions include many forms. The most common form is called FM, and the least common form is called HD2. Glubnar is still unsure if any earthling uses HD2, but findings discovered one group utilizing the communication platform. Radio transmissions require earthling producer who push knobs and levers. HD2 form utilizes many earthlings for this, including rotating man species walking off street to take a task of elderly man species. We'll continue to research if this is the reason HD2 does not have use on planet Earth. Glubnar will continue to observe and report. Glubnar out. Doug, that's from Glubnar.
Oh, gosh. It's high concept, but the content is great.
I have an appointment with the neurologist after the show that I didn't think I needed, but now I think I do because I'm hearing the words and they're not processing. I don't know what these people are talking about.
I don't get it.
Can't wait for tonight. I'd wish Juan and his fiancé good luck, but it sounds like they don't need it, as they will either win by default or perhaps face off against some random couple who are just up there for a quick bite to eat in South County and have no idea what they're getting into.
Possibly, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
So, yeah, I guess we're done talking about Joe Torre.
Yeah.
Classic awkward moments in St. Louis radio history. Circa summer 1998 on your sister station, 105.7 The Point. The morning show had booked Joe Torre, the comedian, to promote an event at Kiel Center, but the host thought they were talking to Joe Torre, the former Cardinal and Yankee, and at the time, current Yankee manager, with them referencing the great season the Yankees were having. Comedian Joe Torre played along because he thought it was a bit, but after 90 seconds or so, he realized the hosts were completely clueless as to who he was. Then there was a super awkward beat where he got upset and tried to explain who he was. In Torre's defense, he had been prominently featured in a 4-episode arc of ER the year before, at a time when 30 million people were watching that each week. I'm not for sure who was on the dais that morning, but it took them an obnoxiously long time to wrap their heads around how this increasingly irate 30-something African-American actor and comedian was not the 50-something white guy of Italian descent who had managed the Cardinals for the first half of the decade. Eventually, one of them figured it out and let out an, "Oh my God," followed by someone from the producer's room asking, "Is this live on the air?" Thanks, that's from Buck Swope.
Okay.
Is that a true story?
Probably.
You got to ask Tommy about that, because that would have been... I wonder if that was a Tom and Jeff show?
Buck Swope.
Wouldn't it have been?
I don't know.
I feel like you might be able to answer that.
What year would he say?
98?
Unless it was Woody.
I don't think Woody was here at that time.
If there was some actor we were scheduled to interview and his name was Tony La Russa, we would probably think, oh, that's a skipper.
What about Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, but why wouldn't you tell the host why he's coming on?
No.
Somebody booked it.
You would think.
Not when it's a comedian. You just pray that he...
Iggy, didn't you used to have book guests and have them guess on the air who it was?
Hard to get good producers.
Was that it?
Yeah, but...
Doug, that's... We got to... It's
yeah,
already 10 o'clock.
I wanted to make sure that we were...
Oh, my God, the J. Randolph Jr. Fan Page Club Championship bracket is...
I guess I'll vote for Buck Swope.
Yeah, I mean, they all sucked. I'll go with Swope. Could have been alive.
Justice for Glubnar.
Congratulations to Buck Swope. You've won the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today. Jackson and I are going to be held accountable for Jordan Montgomery getting pulled last night. That's coming up on 101 ESPN. Send in your texts and mic drops. We'll see you tonight at Maggie O'Brien's in Sunset Hills for the EDF Group pre-party, and we'll see you at Normandy tomorrow for the 7th annual Michelob Ultra Totem. Bye.
If you're concerned about the health of your trees, you need to talk to